Hello everybody, sorry about the slightly late start there. As soon as I went live, the puppy decided she wanted to go out and I decided just to get that sorted before I did anything else. But we are here now and we are ready to play more Rogue Trader. Thank you so much for joining for the start of the stream tonight. Congratulations to Craig West for getting first, and no Kashmir, you are not late, it is I who am in fact late tonight. But thank you so much for being here. Alright, let's get the save game loaded. Last time we headed to the electrodynamic cenobium after meeting the governor, and we cleared it out of all of the heretics that were in it. We met Aurora. Her mask melted to her face. She went on about the final dawn. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Hey, Peter Saber. There's her corpse right there where we left it. I think I've got a few things to loot in here right now. She dropped some noble silk gloves, which give +5 to... No, she dropped the Avengers gauntlets, which give a +4 to attack of opportunity damage. And she dropped a blasphemous prism. A glass prism crafted by the cultists of the Final Dawn. It belongs to the leader Aurora. If you look through it long enough, your vision begins to deceive your mind, showing what could be instead of what is. That gauntlet might actually be very useful. If we just have a quick look, what's Abalard currently using? He's got the gloves of endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious, their allies gain a +1 to damage. I think I would rather go with the attacks of opportunity. Do +3 with him, honestly. They're pretty good. Alright, so what we're going to do tonight is we've pretty much just saved this planet. We are now great heroes, so we need to go and celebrate. And that's what we're probably going to do quite quickly. I'm just going to loot the corpses in here. Looks like they've all mostly got absolute junk. Hey Alex Dragon, hey Peter Saber HD. Thank you for being here, I really appreciate it. Especially because this is my last stream until next week, because I'm away this weekend, unfortunately. So I will not be able to... Hey, Core, good to see you. We've literally just started. You haven't missed anything. I've just been recapping last time. We did also get Heinrich to join the party. An inquisitorial sanctioned psyker, who at the moment is set up to set fire to himself and then hit people with a sword. I will have a nice stream. Thank you, Alex Dragon. Thank you for popping by. All right, let's head out. Does this guy have anything to say? May the motive force persist in the batteries of the righteous. Okay. Now, apparently there were clues all the way through this previous level on how to complete that hymn. I didn't find a single one of them. Oh. The hallowed electrodynamic cenobium greets its savior. Is that it? They're just going to bow to me. I'm not going to get anything else. There's no, like, presents. There's no rewards. No. All right. So we do still have this puzzle here that we have not solved. But I haven't found any of the clues related to solving it. And I'm not going to cheat. One thing I do want to quickly check is if we come back down here, I couldn't loot any of these corpses last time. I still can't loot any of these corpses. Oh, no, maybe I can. The president is witnessing the Mechanicus in reverie. Yes, I guess that is. Also, bowing to a non-augmented person is probably a pretty big deal. I couldn't loot these corpses at last stream, so I want to quickly just run through and loot them. It will just take a second. We've got a casing chest plate. Armor 40%, armor deflection 2, dodge penalty 0.5, 0 dodge but minus 30%. Okay, that's interesting. It's very heaviest armor I think we've picked up so far. Not great for anyone in the party, really. I mean, Abalard could use it. Just some more junk. Can we speak to Abel? No. He's still unconscious. I'm having a terrible time. I want to watch your stream, but I also want to listen to what Dungeon Crawler Carl. Hey, Dungeon Crawler Carl is very good. I actually just picked up the 5th book today. I'm very Carl-pilled right now. It's just fun. Like, those books, I'm not going to say that they are like a 5, but they're a solid 4, and they're a lot of fun. So it's a very understandable dilemma to have. All right, let's get out of here. I don't think I'm going to find... We'll check with the servitor here. Distribution servant, that's all he is. Okay. And then if I come back this way... I'm pretty sure the lightning is still firing. Yeah, so I can't even go down this way. So I don't really know where these clues are. The people talking about, well, hey, Wooden Plank was going to say, I was the first audiobook in farm and I just started yesterday. Yeah, I read them really, really quickly. I would say for me, the second book was very short, which I was sad about, but they've been getting longer and longer after that, which I've been really enjoying. Closer kill to... Yeah, okay. We're just going to leave. I'm not going to mess around with this puzzle. If there's a game-changing item there, then I guess we've just lost it. But we are now heroes. We have saved this planet, so let us go bask in the rewards of that. We left behind all of these items. There is an improved armored body glove. I don't think anyone needs that, but we'll grab it. And we'll collect everything else. Did I... I definitely did press collect all these. I did. Okay, accept. And let's see what rewards we get for saving this planet. I'm going to turn my volume up on my headset a little bit. You never figured out that puzzle either. Okay, at least it's not just me. Owlcat puzzles, am I right? Alright, nothing's happening here. So I guess we have to get back into our lander. Oh no, the wardens are here. Okay, that's exactly what they said when we arrived. So we're going to have to return to the void ship and then fly back down to the governor. When in doubt, save. That's a good one. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. It's lovely to see you all. It was really nice playing Terra Invicta again. I'm sorry that I didn't get Xenonauts 2 out yesterday, and I'm away this weekend. So, oh, we've got Heinrich is coming to speak to us. We may have to wait till next week for some more videos.
Rogue Trader, I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electro.
Oh, really would like.
Your arrival could not have come at a better time.
There you go. So he's treating us with the respect appropriate of a Rogue Trader.
Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat.
Footfall, of course, being the place we've been told to head to. It's like a big port.
There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he.
It's a small device.
I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Well, that's a pretty heretical piece of a technology that we've just been handed. Obviously, absolutely fine for a member of the Order of Xenos to be carrying, and probably fine for a rogue trader to be carrying, but nobody else. You're being 1984. What do you mean, Bin Ludding? Welcome to the stream. Interesting for us to be given it to. Also, the Lord Inquisitor handing it over is very interesting. The Lord Inquisitor being an incredibly powerful individual. Thank you. The Inquisition's generosity is greatly appreciated.
May the Elucidator serve House Valencius as faithfully as it has served the acolytes of the Holy Ordos up to now.
Heinrichs cuts you a glance, one which you suddenly realize is charged with a strange, almost personal interest, before deferentially averting his gaze.
Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study.
Conversing with you is less considered for me. What you plan to do now? What do you think will become of that gentleman at Cenobium? I must return. What do you plan to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems.
YouTube is indeed very strict with the comment stuff. Space Elixir spyware.
And you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
What do you think will become of the electrodynamic Cenobium?
It all depends on the electro-priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site.
I'm sorry that's happening, Bin Ludding.
To the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
Interesting. Oh, I must return to my duties. I'm not going to flirt with him. Henrik's about to say something else when he's interrupted by the sound of a Vox signal. Someone is trying to contact you.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while
we have freedom here. Congratulations on the victory, your ladyship. This is our Vox master, for those who haven't seen her before. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfire. Vox transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Peter Saber. I'm not getting any dropped frames. It must be on a YouTube issue. YouTube has been acting funny the last couple of days. It did actually go down yesterday, which is pretty much unheard of. Governor Medina is expecting you at his command center to discuss matters. We're ready to depart immediately. Just give the order. Alright, I guess that's where we're going. I'm not going to mess around. That's a Euro 7 Pango. Interesting. Alright. Let's jump straight back to the planet, and we'll have a look at our parade for being amazing, because we are, of course, absolutely amazing as a rogue trader. So we are on Rykard Minoris, and we would like to go to the bunker. And we'll stick with the team that we have right now. Remember these massive shells? These are not missiles, they are shells for a gun. And here we are. What does Bryce have to say? Oh no, Bryce is the one I want to speak to. It's Solomon I want to speak to. Oh, he doesn't have anything ready to say. We'll speak to the governor then. Plank with that pirate YouTube. Yar. Greetings, your ladyship, says the governor in a dismal voice, glancing reflexively at Solomon. Master von Calyx, it pleases me to see you in good health. I hope that you have accomplished what you intended to at the electrodynamic Cenobium. The interrogator nods without saying a word. After an uncomfortably long pause, Medina clears his throat and quickly turns to you. I cannot express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretics' designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the... Hello, Tachyon. Nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We are witnessing the final days of the uprising. I've already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. The transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. I would also like to salute the savior of Rykard Minoris and have already given the order for a celebration to be held in your honor. We will mark your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor, as befits a heroine who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies. While your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds, let me know once you've concluded your business in the system and are ready for the Triumph to begin. In regards to your own participation in the Triumph, Governor, you will accompany us to the starport to provide timely answers to any questions that may occur to me as I inspect the terminal there. Welcome to the worst day in Warhammer 40,000, yes. That being said, you should appear before your subjects at least once at the end of the ceremony. Doing so will help maintain order. There is no reason to let the people know that the world may soon need charge for leadership. For those who don't remember, Captain Solomon here has come and arrested the Lord Governor for high treason under suspicion of stealing the Imperial Tithe, which is a giant spaceship full of people and money. There is one thing we haven't done in the system yet, so I'm going to say I have other business in the system. And we're going to just very quickly head back into space to deal with it. We haven't gone to the Astropath station, and I'm not sure if we jump out when we complete this, so I'm just going to do this really quickly. We could also go and do Stabby Girl's side quest before we jump out as well, which might be worth doing. So first things first, we need to go to the Astropath station. What's this here? There's like a heresy. Oh no, that's just a thing. The Astropath station is dead ahead of the void ship. It is motionless. There is a lifeless silence. I think we'll check out Richard McCarthy's then. There's a lifeless silence across its Fox frequencies. Its lights are out. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All of this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl out from the station, all the more disturbing. Let's contact the station by Vox. The station is not responding. Perhaps there was no one left who could respond. Abalard, deploy a scouting team. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now, smudged as it were across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed, blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was alive and screaming. I have a Orp Lore 85% skill check here, which I'm going to do. Pretty sure Cord is always having a better day than yesterday. That's true. I think Slanesh probably is also having a better day than yesterday. Isn't there a new 5th Chaos God? Like a Chaos God of Technology who's trying to become... I don't really know the latest lore. Send Zachary Weiss to the station with a squad of bodyguards. Test succeeded. Choirmaster Weiss boarded the station in person and proceeded to the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of the man frozen in ice and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then Master Weiss offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon Returning to the ship, Vyse reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late Choirmaster's amulet, taken from his frozen body after his death. Items received the denial of nightmares. If worn by a psyker, the wearer gains immunity to the horrors of the warp effect. That is an insane item. That's very cool. The psychic shriek carrying across the immaterium has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the astropaths when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born upon a warp storm of titanic power, so intense that the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles the astropathic messages and crawls into psychers' minds, evoking everywhere the same image, a dark, gaping, beastly mouth, cleaving the universe in two. Now that the Mad Choirmaster has finally stopped screaming, the Song of the Immaterium has reached the Rogue Trader's Void Ship 2. So I'm still pretty sure this is the formation of the Divide and we're on the wrong side of it. Or the Chasm of Chaos, whatever it's called. No, I'm pretty sure there is a Chaos Machine God or a Chaos God of Technology that is forming in the warp. It's worshipped by heretics and stuff. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. There was a fifth Chaos God at some point, the Dark King. Or the Emperor was almost a Chaos God. That fits. I'm going to order... I'm going to burn out. I think that's the correct thing to do in this situation, is to burn everything. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station. One can only hope the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along with their home. End dialogue. Okay, we haven't been to Rykard Majoris, so we're going to head there next. That would be Vashtor or Vashtor. There we go. The Quelty knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, Quelty. Quality. Okay, we're going to scan the planet. And we have found a point of interest. An unidentified void ship. Augurs notice a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planet. A void ship, whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit, is resting on the edge of a deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged. Rocks around it shattered by the force of the gigantic machine's crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. I'm going to do a Lord Xenos send a squad to the planet to explore the void ship. Lord Xenos test succeeded. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpted from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran accurately determines the origin of the Oneen vessel. It belongs to the Xenos race called the Drukhari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creep, as if promising to drag along into the abyss below anyone who dares disturb its slumber. So for those who aren't up to date with the new names for the 40k races, this is the Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar was not easy enough to copyright, so they've renamed them to the Drukhari. But as far as I'm concerned, we're talking about the Dark Eldar. Abalard suggests finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Rykard system. Taking heed of the Seneschal's recommendations, the Rogue Trader orders set to send more people to the planet. Anxious, Adira tells the Lord Captain that voices in her head are screaming, repeating the words Harbinger, Darkness, and Death. No one to tempt destiny, the Rogue Trader decides to recall the people from the vessel. Argenta eagerly says the only good Xenos is a dead one. A true servant of the Emperor shouldn't soil their hands with Xenos technology. The Rogue Trader orders that more people be sent to the Xenos void ship to collect any valuable findings. Being the God Emperor's chosen, the Rogue Trader won't go digging around Xenos trash. The artifacts of the enemies of humanity should be wiped from the Kronos expanse. I think we should listen to our advisors. So we have three options here. We have Abalard, who wants us to go in and find stuff. We have Adira, whose psychic abilities, and remember, she is a, what's the word? A diviner. She does see the future. She's saying that we should stay away. And Argenta's saying we should blow the thing up. So that's 1 to go into it, 2 to stay away, 3 to blow it up. And you're going to vote on it, because I like to get you guys to vote. So it's going to be exclamation mark V1 for option 1, exclamation mark V2 for option 2, exclamation mark V3 for option 3. I'm going to do a 1-minute vote. Let's go. I really do like to get you all involved with this. So let me know what you think we should do. Should we do Abalard, Adira, or Argenta? 1, 2, or 3? That's 2 votes for exploring it. So we've got lots of people supporting Abalard's position, which I'd like to see. I do really like to get your votes for these decisions. I think it's really good fun. Bin Ludding is looking at going for the Argenta suggestion, which is just to nuke it from orbit. That's another vote for 1. Hey, Daedra, good to see you. That's a vote for 2 from Daedra. Option 1 is winning with 3 votes at the moment, but option 2 is catching up with 2 votes. There's 30 seconds left in the vote. We're going to keep these nice and fast. 6 votes total. By the moment, option 1 is in the lead. Is anyone else going to put their money where their mouth? Well, not their money, but get involved with the vote? Or are we going to? It looks like we're going to finish up with option 1 being the successful one. We're almost done with the vote. We'll give it a couple more seconds. The vote is going to end any second now. Thank you, everybody, for taking part. And boom, we are done. Okay, we're picking Abalard's suggestion, number 1. Abelard suggests finding out what the Xenos were doing in the Rykard system. Thank you, everybody, for voting. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the Drukhari void ship. The soldiers who entered the vessel were met with the lifeless bodies of the Xenos who had died when the void ship crashed. Unfortunately, Peter, you're just a little bit too late for the vote. The void ship itself, following its abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel systems have reacted to the intruders, and senselessly cruel, deadly traps have been activated on all decks. Agility tests succeeded. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince, rip apart, and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces of xenotech on the sinister void ship, but no data could shed some light on why it had come to the Rykard system. So we got an assortment of Drukhari barbed needles. We got 5 Drukhari shatter shards. We got a Venom Blade, which is a Xenos weaponry. With Xenos weapon, you need Drukhari weapon proficiency to use it, but it is an exotic sword that does toxin damage. We also got a blast pistol, which is another exotic alien weapon. It does something called a dark light blast, which looks like it has a range of very long, and does a lot of damage too. And we got 2 monofilament grenades, which do not need Xenos tech to use, and they are really nasty, with massive armor pen grenades that fire out like tons of... if anyone has seen the 3 body problem, where they accidentally cut the ship into pieces with the nanofilament string, spoilers by the way, these grenades just shoot out thousands of them in every direction. They're really, really nasty. Okay, and that's everything we got from Rykard Majoris. What I'm going to do now is, how do I return to the bridge of my ship? Here. I think we're going to go and we're going to do the side quest for our stabby girl. So we're going to go and explore our ship and then we'll move on. Of course, Craig West. That's exactly why I do it. Drukhari proficiency is a single trade investment. You'll encounter someone not too far down the line who has it by default, so don't throw that out immediately. I'm not going to... I hoard everything in games like this, so don't worry. No, I don't want to go to Lord Captain's quarters. That's not where I want to go. I want to go... Do I have to go to Lord Captain's quarters to get out of here? Is that my only way out? No, I can go here to another compartment. No, it's all good. I know who you're referring to. There's not a spoiler for me, but it will be a spoiler for other people, so we'll try and keep it a bit secret. But we're going to do our goth girlfriend side quest right now. I've read the book. Is the show good? What show are we talking about here, Quilty? I might have missed something in chat. What show are you referring to? Or did I... Oh, the 3 body problem. Yes, the show is really good. I was pretty... I did actually really enjoy it. We need to head down to the freight line. Average British resident quest. We'll just take the party that we're used to. I need to level everybody up, so I'll do that very quickly. A void ship is like a city upon itself, inhabited by thousands of people, most of whom are disenfranchised rabble providing an easily replaceable workforce. The common folks' only mission in life is to toil away in the name of the flagship's insatiable demands. So remember that for this entire next section of gameplay, we are inside our flagship. And we're going to the freight line, which is the train line that traverses the length of the ship. Edric Frenso. A sternly built man with an augmented jaw stands at attention. Welcome to Freight Hub LD987A14. Lord Captain, I am Edic Frenzo, Captain of the Enforcers in the lower deck bay LDA14. The Master at Arms has assigned me to be your liaison for the duration of your stay here. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web? So if you don't remember, we were invited by our goth girlfriend to go to the temple where her death cult lives to meet the leader of their order, who is too old to travel to meet me. Just thinking about the prospect of walking around the lower deck wounds your refined senses. Your mind conjures vivid images of filth and poverty hanging in the air, seeping out of every crack, gnawing through your skin. Thank you for pointing me out that wooden plank. I would have been caught out by that. I would have traded it away without realizing. It seems you're prepared for my visit. Do you know how to reach the them? I hate inspecting the compartment. I'll say it seems you're prepared for my visit. How did you and Saubach know I was coming now? The Master at Arms ordered us to be on standby after the Bloodspread Web openly invited you to visit their temple. We've been awaiting your arrival every day since then, Lord Captain. What do you know how to reach the temple? I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I do not. No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets, and it worries me that you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple. Why are you worried? Is there a problem with this compartment? The lower decks are not suitable for someone of your status. It is not just the grime or the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner where you may encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With the kind of riffraff that dwells there, you might even be attacked. To put it bluntly, though the Bay performs its function well, even its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I haven't had time to straighten everything up, since doing so will require making some serious changes. I have not invented excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment. Here I offer you my assistance. Rejoice. I've died to deal with your problems. This room in the Bay does not interest me. I'm here in business and I'm just staying. Did you commit... Being assigned here seems almost like exile. Did you commit an infraction? No, Lord Captain. Quite the opposite. I was commended for my service. This compartment has always been a troublesome one, and the Master at Arms assigned me here because she thought highly of my merits. I am honored to have earned Mistress Saubach's trust. What do lower deck officers think of Jocasta Saubach? Mistress Saubach, hey Sorbical, possesses all the personal and professional qualities required to lead the enforcers efficiently. All right. I'll just say I should conduct this inspection and share my thoughts. But in that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speed, and the inhabitants of the residential area are despicable rabble. One must never drop one's guard around them. And Emperor preserve you from stumbling into the pestilence pit. That's where the madmen and the lepers live. Be steadfast in your duty. I want to get on with this. The Emperor protects, Lord Captain. Cool. Okay, very quickly. I've got a negative buff, by the way, because I'm a noble. So I think this whole place is disgusting. And I have a -10 to all of my skills while I'm here. But we're going to level me up. So I've just hit level... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll hit level 13. The unluckiest level. So what are we grabbing here? I've got a talent picked out for this level. 1 second while I find my list. Level 13. Inspiring Speech is what we're looking for. Here it is. Air of Authority immediately grants momentum to the target equal to the target's resolve. Do I have Air of Authority? I picked up Air of Authority last time, didn't I? So that's pretty nice. We'll grab that. And then we're also getting a buff to our agility, which we can't pick up. So I'm going to grab Lore Imperium. Okay, and that's me done. Now for Abalard. Abalard at level 13 is getting Reckless Fury. Whenever the warrior hits with Reckless Strike, this attack scores a guaranteed critical hit. Wow, that's a big buff. And we're going to grab his Carouse skill up. For Argenta... Oh, give me 1 second. For Argenta... Did I go past her? I did. Level 13... I want Swift Slaughter. Revel in Slaughter can be used after 2 kills instead of 3. That's actually really nice. That's big stacking buffs for her. And we also want to grab Bolt Weapon Expert. Which will be under B, I think. Bolt Weapon Expert. Bolt Weapon attacks gain plus 10% armor penetration. Love it. Alright, and then next up we've got Pascal. Who are building as a plasma artillery battery, is what I'm kind of looking at. But we might change, I might respec him into something else. But for now, we're going for the plasma artillery battery thing. So he wants sniper expertise. Perfect spot additionally grants the operative plus 9% armor penetration against enemies that are 7 cells away or farther. And for his thing, we're going to pick up perception. Then Heinrich von Set Myself on Fire. We're going to, for him... 1 second. For level 13, I'm looking for a skill called Impetus. impetus. The damage dealt by charge is increased by +7 when the ability is used from a distance of 5 or more cells. And for his ability here, we're going to grab Demolition. No, we're going to grab Lore Xenos for him. And then last but not least, we have our goth girlfriend, Kibula, who is just on a different planet sometimes in terms of how overpowered she is. And then other times she does nothing. But for her, level 13, I want to get her a characteristic training on perception. Why do I want to do that? Okay, we'll grab that. There must be a prerequisite or something. That gets her a +5 to perception. And then we're going to grab a bonus to her demolition skill. Okay, that's everybody leveled up. That takes a little bit of time. You're just about Menace. Oof, yes. I totally get that. Menace is definitely one of those games. I'm keen to get my next mission done. All right, let's get the team moving.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
What does it say? The servo overseer makes a note of everyone who passes its station every time. That's useful. What's over here? Is that a map of the Cogita dashboard controlling the rail trunks is lit up with indicator lumens for active hubs. Arrival and departure announcements are pouring out of the Vox system. So we're in a train hub right now. This is like, I think of this as a big train station. There's a statue here. A statue to Magos Ionis 9, architect of Fright Hub LD. So he's the architect of this hub. Oh, there's some goods here. We'll steal those. We've got supercharged plasma accumulator, universal power cells, and some maglop scabbards. And let's head into... Oh, look, there's a thing on the floor here. Is that blood? I can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the road trader came. Void, take me. The captain will have our heads. Come on, get on with it. Is this the welcome you give the rogue trader? Whoever had the audacity to leave behind this appalling symbol, I will see to the Master of Arms calls him to account herself. Damn. How did they even examine the mark? Awareness test succeeded. You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin. Kibula carves the same symbol on the back of her hand with a knife and whispers a prayer. Domina, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail. Do you know what this mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with the blood-spun web. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think. It's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We've heard the spinners say it when they perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. The soundless shadows sank into the dark, slashed feet crescendo, a fatal dance. Blade song in tempo, each age an echo, twin odes to death rose. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, tread countless souls, but none who know. You memorized the verse? Why? When I took out my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the peculiar qualities of the compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a number of people who follow the bloodspun web, as I was trying to figure out if there was anything pernicious about it, and eventually I learned the whole thing. The words are certainly strange, but it's nothing worse than that, it seems. Where still succeeded, there's a mark on the floor, yes. What is the song? Why would they leave this mark here? Maybe there's something to do with inviting you to visit their temple. Maybe they're trying to get your attention. Apologies, Lord Captain. I am no good at deciphering their disturbing riddles. What is the Song of Trailing Blood? From what I can tell, it's something like a prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cult's saints, Ariane, or the matriarch Spider, as they call her. In other words, it is an invitation. It is only too obvious. Your outstanding intellect is no beyond the bounds of your own system. The cultists of South Mysticism would never use prose to mark their way to the temple. They are too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. So I am invited to follow a trail of blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation. I hope you find what you're looking for and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain. Alright, let us continue on. You think you can make out letters with one intricate symbol, and the meaning of each individual letter eludes you. Together they unmistakably form an arrow pointing in a certain direction.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, let's see how the other half live.
Upper deckers avoid coming here. But how can one live aboard the flagship only to turn one's back on the core that gives it life?
Lots of enforcers here. This is the last of the hub's vials for this work cycle. Do you have any idea how much it costs? Yes, sir. There, 57 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. So they're bartering for something. Spend the rest of Rockgut again, I'm guessing. I'm not doing any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit. You know we're in an Imperial ship because there's a big skull over here. I hope you get hit by a train. Okay, we need to talk to that guy. What was that all about? Can't talk to the quartermaster, but we can check his goods out. Oh, I'll take these. Thank you very much.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, I'm just going to check there's nothing in this area before we move on this way. There's the train tracks down there. And then there's more spaceship below that. There's also a broken train there by the looks of it. The rotten guts of someone unfortunately flattened by a train lie glistening on the track. Lovely. So yes, our spaceship has trains in it. And that's what makes Warhammer 40,000 amazing. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh, there's another one of those symbols. The longer you stare at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. The shadows grow longer and seem to stretch in the direction of the adjacent station. Hey, Turton Jaeger, how's it going? Good to see you. Glory to her Lord Captainship. Glory to her Lord Captainship. Oh dear, this place is looking pretty messy. Oh, these guys have flamethrowers. How do they manage to build their shanties faster than we can burn them down? So they've just taken out a what looks to be a shanty. Can we get up to this guy? No, we cannot. Okay. So there must be a way to get up there. Help, it hurts. Burned man and another symbol. Mercy, please save me. The young man gasps for air through burnt lips, slipping in and out of delirium. His skin is dripping from his gaunt body like melted wax from a candle. His eyes, somehow intact, alive, clear, and filled with pain, stare at you from under his caked eyelids. I can ask him who he is and what happened to him. I can call for medical attention, or I can ask him about the blood path. I feel like the iconoclast option is really telling here, because I don't think a god-fearing Imperial captain would really be worried about scrambling for medical attention to a guy. I don't know what we do. Do we pick the iconoclastic option, or do we ignore it? I think I'm going to pick the iconoclastic option. A blissful smile puts them on lens. The God Emperor sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you for not leaving me here. Iconoclast +3. Never forget the mercy the Lord Captain has granted you. When the Undying One is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth, and so be freed from the torment of flesh. Yet you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering. Your intentions perplex me. Who are you and what happened to you? I am Vale, a cleaner. I was asleep in my house asleep. Enforcers came, set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time. Do you know anything about the mark next to you? He tries to turn his head. A spinner came. He painted the symbol. Then he gave me water and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and to recite it later, so that help would come, and here you are. Then I should... He begins to whisper, his lips twisted in pain. To suit Smitch's soul, her mercy she did grant. Last breath expressed, knife met to heart. Removed from chest, passed on to death, her duty blessed. A balm for those... I'm not getting the beat of this correct. Who suffer anguish and distress, a longing brought to rest, of mortal bonds the soul divest. Probably because they can't be bothered doing it any other way. The crux of this test is clear. In order to follow in the saint's footsteps, you are supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. The code is meant to see if you understand the philosophy of those you seek. But my only option is help is on the way. Of course, thank you. Okay, so he's now gone. So we've just failed that test by being an iconoclast. Let's stick to the... let's see what's down here. Okay, looks like we've got a lot of rabble. What's over here? No, we can't... Can we not go down here? We can. Okay. The workers beat within an inch of their lives are returning stolen power panels, wire, and microlooms to containers marked to disposal. Alright, there's a door here, and there's a chest inside here that we detected earlier. Pascal, open this box. Okay. Just some stuff.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The time-worn loader is barely fit for the purpose at this point, but the Enforcers still see its complex maintenance as a lesser evil compared to hiring ignorant, clumsy scoundrels to do the job. God, they really are just working on, like, the most basic technology, aren't they? Who's this Endrick guy? Heinrich, oh, it's the guy, he's just the guy that's in charge of all the damage control and firefighters on the ship. The Infernus Master salutes you cheerfully with a low stick. This is Heinrich here. I feel like he knows more than he's letting on. He seems infinitely capable in a way that that's almost suspicious. Also, I quite like his Inquisition. That's an Inquisition. Well, it's the seal of the Inquisition, I believe, earring that he has. Unless I'm misreading it. The Infernus wants to salute you cheerfully. Lord Captain, what an unexpected encounter. What brings you to this compartment? The famous cuisine and magnificent vistas, no doubt? I seek the Bloodspun Web's temple. Do you know where they are hiding? I don't have the foggiest idea, but that's probably for the best. I have my hands full as it is. What are you doing here? I'm here to patch up Savage, locomotive number 3, under the Tech Priest's supervision. That old grump is my personal favorite on the entire freight line. Every couple of years, Savage gets mad. His boiler catches fire and starts spitting steam at the repairmen. Guess who they call to take care of him in those situations? The Inferni, of course. And after I've done all the most dangerous work, that's when the Iron Brains come in. But that's alright. I love Savage. When he's in a good mood, the feeling he gets standing at his levers and speeding down the freight line is indescribable. I envy those Tech Priest drivers who get to operate them every day. The roar of the boiler, the wheels thumping like mad, and all that furious power pulsing in your hands, responding to the slightest movement. How about I introduce you? I cannot turn down an offer like that. This is Savage. So not only do we have trains running inside our ship, they are steam trains. The panel before you is covered with technical runes, lumens, and levers. The platform shakes with the boiler's mighty vibration as the iron beast beneath your feet growls and snorts ferociously. Heinrich squints contentedly. The machine is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, Savage is only powered by the auxiliary movement engine. We need to get the main rotor started if we want to take a trip down the freight line. Initiating the train blessing algorithm. Let not corrosive wear separate the wheel sets. Let the traction drive rejoice, receive the touch of the motive force granted by the invisible hand of the Omnissiah. Let his grace strengthen the joints and supports that lift the body above the decay of mortal tracks. Hear me, driver, and praise the machine god thrice, for it is only by his will that the miracle of sacred locomotion is accomplished. The blessing has been successfully executed. I am going to resolutely grab the biggest lever. Careful, your ladyship. Don't let this monster smash us against the nearest wall. Put your hand on the big lever and give it a pull, very gently. Savage does not like being hassled. I'm going to grab the lever and pull it gently towards me. A few erratic jolts shake the platform, and an indignant groan emanates from the depths of the machine. An intense shudder passes through the lever into the palm of your hand, and there is a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. Savage's fiery heart is stirring. I just wanted to look at the Tech Priests who are casting incense onto the train to bless it. Do you feel it? There is so much energy and defiance in him. This is a rocket, not a locomotive. Unruly and enamored with speeds, but quite willing to submit to a strong hand. Pull the lever towards you, smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel with his command rune. I look at the top option. Unruly and defiant, but submits to a strong hand, much like yourself. I'm not going to flirt with my with this low-born, whilst handy member of my crew. Wait, we're talking about trains. This is yes, we have trains on our ship. Mishaps. That is what we are. We are currently blessing this train and getting it running again. You just missed the litany of blessing of locomotion. I'm going to pull the lever and pump the fuel. A new explosion inside Savage. Savage shakes his iron body, causing your eyes to see double from the vibration. Now you are feeling his real power. He can run down the entire freight line in a minute, given the chance, and kill everyone who rides him at that speed. Now try applying some thrust to the main rotor. Grab those paired levers, and give him a firm tug. Wink at Heinrich. Show me how it's done. I think I want to do the tech test. Reach for the ornately carved leaders and awaken the beast. Tech use successful. A torrent of steam bursts from the slit in front of your face. But Heinrich deftly covers you with his shoulder. A moment later you realize you cannot hear a thing, or rather, you hear only one thing. The roar of the engine, triumphant and powerful. Looks like Savage agreed not to kill us both. His Tech Priest Guardians will be pleased. Most flirtatious interaction between engineer and train. This is, if you don't remember, this is our Infernus Master. This is the guy who's in charge of all the flamethrower, the people who put out fires on the ship. All hail the Lord Captain. You have subdued a mighty beast today. Now, I'm sure you have urgent business to attend to, and it's time for me to drive Savage down the line and see if he's feeling cranky. A change of plans. Full speed ahead. We are heading down the freight line. Not quite, your ladyship. I said Savage is not dangerous, but not dangerous ends right here. He might just pull a stunt and bake us to death during the ride, and it'd be better if the ship did not lose another Lord Captain. Alright, that was most intriguing, Heinrich. I am pleased. Could I... lowers his eyes and grins. Could I have wished for anything more, your ladyship? Have a good trip. Everything is going to be alright. Savage would never fry me. Right, Savage? Alright, that was fun. A little bit of flirting with our Infernus Master. So for anyone joining the stream, we are currently in the depths of our own ship, looking for the cult of the murder people that Kibala is part of. And they're leaving us clues. There is a flute player. Look at the crowd that he has gathered. In fact, he is making a rat dance with his flute. Is this heresy? Because I thought the horny was reserved for Unicorn Overlord. Yes, you think so. A group of gawkers are crowding around a makeshift stage, watching a strange duo perform. A man with odd-looking goggles pushed up on his forehead, hands wrapped in worn leather gloves, plays a tune on a handmade flute. Next to him sits a stack of crates supporting some kind of game board. A scruffy rat is rolling small glass balls around the board. Playing with Skaven is heresy. I'm going to watch the game. He's playing... The tune he's playing is the game's theme, like the Rogue Trader theme, just on the flute. Several workers empty their pockets and start throwing ration cards, bolt nuts, and even a few power panels into the small chest next to the board. The flute player winks at the crowd and switches to a different tune. One of them have a quick drink of water. The rat squeaks excitedly and starts rolling the colourful balls the players have chosen around the maze of tunnels on the board. But not a single one reaches the goal, a hole marked with a red circle. The rat just rolls all the balls of the board or into dead ends. Once the first group of players get their hopes up and dash, get their hopes dashed and leave empty-handed, new workers immediately take their place. I'm going to do a fellowship test. Listen to the tune. The rat's movements, from the flicks of its tail to when and where it pushes the balls, obey its master's wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notes, the pauses, the rhythm, every part of the melody serves as a signal to the flute player's tiny assistant. I will solve the mystery of the trick by analysing its individual elements. Your mind eliminates all of the irrelevant factors, the ruffling of cars, the clamour of bolt nuts, the excited gestures of naive folk, believing in luck where calculation reigns. There's only the game and its structural components, a skillfully crafted melody, and a trained pet that is smarter than it looks. While others hear music, you discern a series of coded directives being issued to the flute player's tiny accomplice. The rat distracts the spectators with a show of clumsiness, while precisely following its master's commands. Toss a coin to the chest. A fine show. The crowd, which has been too absorbed in the performance to notice your presence, turns to you. Expressions of frightful awe appearing on the workers' faces. Many start whispering prayers. The flute player's clear eyes widen in surprise. Then, with an open and friendly smile, he says, "Many a grand story the Lord Captain's generosity is told, and I swear on my own flute, today I will add another. To a fortune peddler, the Lord Captain's grace is a gift from fate itself. Perhaps you should trade us some of the Lord Captain's fortune of yours, your ladyship. Are you suggesting we play a game? Please, bless our little lark with your attention. Should I play it fair or should I cheat? What do we think? I think I should play... I know he is already cheating, so I think I want to cheat back at him. I want to cheat. No, I don't want to steal money from this guy. I'm going to cheat. The man readies his flute, and the rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scrabbling against the crate, and a few moments later, a green ball pops out of the center. You've already seen through the flute player's performance. You listen to him play and watch the rat closely. Then, at a certain point, you start tapping your fingers on the edge of the crate, adding your own rhythm to the tune. The rat scrambles in confusion, mistaking your commands for those of its master, and starts rolling the ball towards the goal. When the ball drops into the red hole, a few impressed ripples come from the crowd, and the flute player laughs heartily. Cleverly done, your ladyship. Well, I had no doubt that you would be a worthy opponent, and your strategy, I think I'll keep that in mind for my future games. Cut a button from your sleeve and throw it to the man, for the entertainment. Thank you for the generous gift. These folks will shower me in ration cards to get their hands on something that belonged to your ladyship. Fortune gave me the brightest of its smiles today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my fatal meeting with the Lord Captain. This flute player is not as simple as he pretends to be. I'm most curious to know what he's really doing here. I will have him monitored. Heinrich's like, this man is suspicious. Alright, let's continue on. This looks like where people are getting their food and stuff.
I always have a backup plan.
There's a beggar here. Your ladyship, please, a ration card. A group of beggars are rattling their alms mugs and also showing displaying their hunger-sunken bellies and various disfigurements. A toothless man falls to his knees before you. Your ladyship, spare a throne for those that can't even get the worst jobs. I will ignore the beggars, I guess. The beggars circle around you insistently, casting plaintive glances into your eyes. Oh, there was like the only option was to ignore or kill. Oh, we've got another symbol.
Is there money to be made?
So the game wants me to go this way. Oh, hang on. There's a guy over here called Dead Man. Some junk. Guy here called Dead Man. Oh, there's also some stuff on the track down here. A sinewy, middle-aged man watches the bustle of the bay with a detached expression. Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the blood mark inscribed nearby, his face changes strangely, and his hands clench into fists. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching chain, the man's gaze turns towards the tracks. He leans forward. Abalard, do something. Abalard barks out. In the name of the dynasty, I command you to step away from the edge and explain the misdeed you are about to commit. What? I didn't... The man starts and almost falls, but manages to keep his balance. In the dim lumen light, you notice old scars all across his body. The scars seem vaguely familiar. I would laugh at living you in ship, but given your ship is basically a city and you're rich and pillaging the slums, it would seem to be perhaps in poor taste. Yes. Pascal's Fox synthesizer springs to life. I am registering this unit's intention to use a trade tax for purposes other than those intended by their design. I categorically demand that the unit's self-disposal be carried out using methods that do not violate the catechism of maintenance and operation. I'm going to do a lore imperium check. The scars all vary in length, width, depth, and shape. However, you notice a pattern in the way the scars are aligned, as well as a series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Death cultists bear similar marks on their bodies. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, while this man's long since healed. Your eyes always return to the blood symbol. What do you know about it? It's a symbol of the blood-spun web. I come here every watch, but he hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. You, have you come to take me to the other side? And he says that to Kibala. I do not know you. Death's grace is not upon you. The man lets out a dull groan. But then, why is that here? You know the symbols of the blood-spun web. You bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who I would spot at a certain junction near the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot. Then I waited. An hour. 2. 5. The junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized. The person at the junction had been in my old time. It was my turn to go to the dying one. But I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran. You were ordered to die? For what reason? The man looks to you. But some would choose to leave the righteous path. Those earn penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on the renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence. For cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendance. That's a great word, pretendance. It takes what is due in essence. The third verse of the Song of Treading Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me my final assignment. I didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. Another verse, another step along the trail of blood. The riddle is trivial. It is time for death to take what is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he passed years ago. There are plenty of reasons. I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenants. I realized it, but I couldn't help it because I enjoyed it. You killed any more innocent souls. You were a coward and a butcher of the innocent. I will not judge you, nor I will decide your fate. You were disgusting. I will grant you the reach you crave so badly. May you live on in suffering, fearful of every shadow. As the Emperor's anointed, I hereby overturn the Vizier's verdict. No, I'm not going to overturn the verdict. So the spinners simply let you go. They made no attempts to find you and kill you. There was no pursuit, though I did see their black blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stopped eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself, but no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, Severed has gone to the Undying One. They looked at me as though I wasn't even there. I've lived this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man. You do not sound particularly remorseful. I've spent years in remorse. I'm tired of it. Have you killed any more innocent souls since you ran? No, I've been afraid to touch my own knife since that day. I thought it might just stab me on its own, but the temptation is always there. You are a coward and a butcher of the innocent. I will purge my ship of your existence. The man says nothing to stop you. He even leans close to the rails, accepting his fate with a smile on his face. The undying one is death. Look, Core. Nobody said death cults made sense. Am I going to this is Sparta him? Is this a Sparta moment? I did indeed. I did just this is Sparta the guy. Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This, he forgot. Alright, that might be the most badass thing my character's done so far. Also the most disturbing thing my character's done so far.
Or get left in the dust.
Over there.
The Mechanicus does not approve, no. Oh, we've got a fight happening down here. How many times do I need to tell you on Griffin Maggots? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy in the throne's name, I beg you. But Pascal didn't approve the tracks being used for a different purpose than transport. Your gracious ladyship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. The enforcer's heavy baton pummels the man's back and shoulders several times. His bones crack audibly. Yeah, I noticed that they don't get enough. They don't get a full amount of frames. They can't afford a full frames. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. You're a boot. I'll clean it right away. A murmur of discontent breaks out among the gawkers who've gathered around. None of the other workers dare come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see. I intend to hear this man out. Your ladyship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest. All I earn is 7 ration cards, with 15 mouths to feed back home. The enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest worker who... Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutri-Bars a few watches ago, and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get? You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we have no ways to earn. And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an X. The worker stops himself. They got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need rations. Am I to understand the enforcers are appropriating earnings from workers after their shifts? Add a note of sagely depth to your voice. Society, you see, is much like a boot. Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are the soul, good people, and you are down here, choking on dirt, without ever seeing a sliver of light, is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather, it is the logical order of the world. I hope that understanding this fact will help you make peace with your destiny and free you of all spite. What the hell is that option? I'm going to ask about them taking earnings. We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The rabble are a lying and thieving lot. We have instructions to stay alert for people holding more than the standard amount of ration cards, to prevent supply embezzlement and famine. They do take our cards on the ship, and they then grow fat using them for themselves. God, I think my character is enough of an asshole to give them the speech. I'm going to give them the social Darwinism speech completely without realizing the irony of it. Alas, the ungrateful rabble is incapable of fathoming the sure great grandeur of your views on social structures. Blinking their ignorant eyes dully, the serfs continue to stare at you without proper respect. Everyone's saying no. Oh no, what have I done? Low insistent dissent begins to rise in the crowd, only to die back as soon as the enforcers brandish their batons. The murmurs immediately turn into pleas for mercy. Awareness test succeeded. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His all-day-piercing game sees to size you up the whole time you were speaking, but now he's hastened to conceal himself behind the gawkers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. The enforcer hisses you vindictively. Oh yes, 12. This time I'm going to break 13 of your fingers and ribs as a lesson to your slimy accomplices. And that's how that ends. Oh, there he goes there. He's on the right-hand side of the screen. Oh my god. I am the worst Lord Captain ever. Look, I'm a dirty noble. I literally have a debuff for being here because this place is so disgusting. These aren't people, they are two... Ooh, a puzzle. Oh no, a puzzle. Oh no, a puzzle. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, it's a claw machine puzzle. I'm guessing there's something back here? No? Okay. Okay, and then if I pull this... Okay. Alright, I can't put that into it. What if I bring it down? The close shell, we're going to have to attach the container manually. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Secure the container in place. Okay. Am I going to solve an LCAT puzzle? Okay. So now I can get behind this and loot whatever's back here. I'm sure there's going to be fantastic loot here. Oh, there's a door. Oh, symbol. Someone has sketched a hasty report of a worker with a red scarf over his face. The artwork reeks of chemical pigment. Judging by the layer of flaked off paint, has only been removed several times already. Yes. Oh, we found a laborer. Ah, no, shh, don't make noise. They shot everyone. Please don't tell them. Okay. Ooh, what's this? A power pick. This weapon has an extra attack action which increases armor penetration of all subsequent attacks made against the same target by 10 for 1 round. Stacks. Interesting. It is. I've never heard of a power pick before, but this is a power weapon. 10 to 16 damage, 45% armor penetration. Oh, I might need to grab the rest of the stuff from in there.
I'm at your service.
So we're currently running the Officer's Chainsword. The power pick in comparison does way more damage, does way more armor penetration. It's just better. The only difference is it doesn't do plus 25% critical damage. We're gonna equip the power pick. There we go, Abalard. You are role playing as a space dwarf right now with your shield and pick. Grumgy would be very impressed. Let's keep moving. Grumby being, I believe, one of the dwarven gods. It's so chunky. What is a pick? Okay, there's nothing in here. Is there anything over this way to explore? No. So we have to cross this bridge into the gross area. Move the container. Athletics 95.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile.
It's to hold all the power. It deals more than 25%, so it doesn't... Okay. Stack of ration cards. A greasy stack of cards in tandem one... I wonder if we could give those to the beggars. Potentially. There's a dead body here. Just some stuff on them. Well, that looted all of that. Okay.
If such is the Emperor's will.
I should bring the rest of the party with me, shouldn't I? That would probably be a good idea. Okay, there's a door here. I'll wait for everyone to get here, and then we'll go through it. Is everybody here? Is this beggar following us around? Wait, oh, the beggars are still following. Wait, can I talk to them? Okay, I can't give them the ration cards I found. You don't want to enjoy some corpse soup? No, I don't want to enjoy corpse soup. I'm a noble.
I always keep my options
Oh,
open.
why did the game just save? That's concerning. There's nothing in here. Oh. Thief leader. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rack filled with weapons from the Enforcer's arsenal. A big man with a pockmarked face is the first to react to your presence. He attracts the other's attention with a piercing whistle and barks out, "Who are you? There's not supposed to be anyone." "Ah, doesn't matter. Identify yourself." Take a closer look at the suspicious individuals. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged cloaks, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack with a good plasteel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. Maybe I could have given the ration cards to people, but decided to wax eloquently about how being the absolute bottom of society is their proper place in life and society. You notice that the little finger on every person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence. Abalard, help these wretches realize the full extent of their unenviable position. Before you stands Lord Captor Forzian von Valencius, mistress of this vessel and everything on it, including those goods you are pouring out with your unwashed hands and your miserable lives as well. What are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs as is right and proper. Your ladyship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It's not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the archenemy. There have always been outlaws on this ship. You're better off with outlaws like us, who don't go too far, and who keep the heretics down. Okay, I've got to say, this guy, I like the cut of this guy's jib. He is staring death in the face, and he's trying to tell to me, better the thief you know than the thief you don't know. We've got multiple mutants in our gang, if you consider the fact that Ideria, Cassia, Heinrich, I think those are all of our mutants, because all psychics are mutants. So I'm going to say, I want to say, who are you? The Hard Nines. A gang, a brotherhood from Transport Bay 9. Don't think we're parasites. We do our bit for the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of assistants to the enforcers, self-appointed. We make sure that order is maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery and free thinking. And well, we expect a small contribution as a throw of thanks. I suppose you may be of some use. I shall permit you to take a few of the more basic weapons and leave. Serve the ship well. I'm gonna pick this. Pascal isn't a mutant. He's an augmented human. The Seneschal grits his teeth, impotent in the face of your choice. One day, I realize the depth and wisdom of your decisions, Lord Captain. But in the meantime, I pray that this act does not come back to haunt you. Hear that, boys? The Lord Captain herself is experiencing things from us. We can't let her down. We will fulfill your command to the letter. There we go. I just armed some thugs. Because I appreciated the gumption to try and talk to me. What's this? The Ripper. Two-handed ranged weapon light. Rate of fire 8. That's pretty crazy. But not something I really want. It's a solid weapon. I'm just making real good decisions down here today. I'm having fun. Chaotic for us today, yeah. Look, I think it's reflecting how things are going outside of streaming, that I'm picking chaotic options and loving the fact, glory to House the Lord Captain, that I'm picking the worst options possible. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. How do I get over here? Oh, there's some goods here. I'm just going to run around and grab them. Come on, Abalard. They must do. Because you're no longer part of the Hard Nines anymore. A boot will smudge the symbol slightly. The trail leads towards the slums.
Hello there.
Hello there, Susan Tofu.
Just redeemed hello for 100 points.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, I need to turn that off. But thank you, Susan Tofu. Oh, we've got some stuff going on over here. Oh god, someone just got stabbed. And they're hugging. Yeah, there's a knife fight going on over here, and these two are hugging. Even before the gang appears at the end of Act 4 to save the day. Yes, the exhaust are getting to me. The kids have been waiting for you. How was your shift? Could you two stop murdering each other in blood explosions? We worked hard. I helped out a friend with the loading, and he gave me some cards. Take them, and exchange them for new shoes. Yours are all worn out. Oh, it's a family. I wish these conversations went a little bit faster. Oh, thank you. I've already made your bed for you, so once we meet in, you go and rest. The little ones and I will head out to the marketplace and leave you in peace. This is way too sweet for Warhammer 40,000, this conversation. Oh, hey, Susan 2. Sorry, I missed what you were actually saying. We're in the depths of our own ship, trying to find the Temple of the Death Cult that Kibble is part of, to fulfill the quest to go and meet them. Why did the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? Something horrible is about to happen to this guy. Nope, that's where it ends. I can talk to him. He just says glory to the Lord Captain. Don't look over there. Don't crap. It's the Lord Trader. Okay. What is this room? Oh, is that... Are they eating this? Yeah, it looks like this machine is just vomiting goop into a trough, and they are feeding everybody in here from the trough soup. It probably is. It's almost definitely corpse soup, isn't it? Okay, well there's your corpse soup, everybody. We'll just run around this way, see if there's anything of interest. Oh, here we go. There's something over here. Looks like the spinner killed him. Anybody know the dead man? He was a heretic, wasn't he? Okay, there's a dead body here. We'll just help ourselves to these goods. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to equip that really cool item we got to Heinrich. If worn by a psyker, the wearer gains immunity to horrors of the warp effects. We are definitely equipping that to him. He also doesn't have any gloves. Let's give him the gloves of endurance. Oh.
No.
Put them in the wrong slot. Whoops. Asterix. Hey, Hi from Australia, Ivan Dromas. Thanks for tuning in for and being here. I really appreciate it.
About you.
Soup recycled. What's the asterisk wooden plank? Corpse starch. How scrumptious, indeed. Hey, it's kept many a guardsman going through the worst times of their lives. Has good old corpse starch. These beggars are getting on my nerves. Vat guards. Oh, the game just saved. That's concerning. These are all vat guards. The food vat is protected from the vicious hungry ground by equally vicious thugs holding makeshift weapons. You missed the first message. Oh, thank you. Was it back with this guy here? Because there was a dead heretic here. Shreds of rat carcasses and yellow-green moss stew in the cloudy sludge, along with other unidentifiable ingredients. So there's a guy here, but I can't interact with him. What did I miss? Did I miss something back here?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
I don't see any symbols. I can jump across to here with an athletics check. Okay.
That was barely a challenge.
Oh yeah, I missed your first message. Oh, I'm so sorry, Wooden Plank. Hallowed Fingerbone Charms. Alright, let's head back to where we were then. There's nothing else here. Oh, I found a secret box. With more ration cards in it. What can we do with these ration cards? I feel like they're very important.
Experience.
Alright, let's head
Matters more.
back down here. Ah, there's the next symbol there. Oh, I found another hidden box. More ration cards. So I'm literally stealing from the poorest people on my ship. Yeah, I think it did eat your message. I didn't see it. Carries them through the worst time of their lives until their life ends. Yes. YouTube has not let quite a few messages through, and some never appeared, and after refreshing, they're gone. YouTube is definitely being funny tonight, everybody. A lot of people are complaining about messages not coming through, so if I'm not replying to your messages, good chance I haven't seen them, because I do keep a really close eye on chat while I'm playing, and I do like to respond to the messages. So if you want me to get something, just maybe repeat it. If we were indeed, the longer you stay at the mark, the quieter the sounds of the station become. Okay. So it's just telling me to go this way. Oh, this is a little bit confusing. The consequences of a terrible crash on monorail LD987 half a century ago are still affecting the efficiency of this stretch of the railway. Is that a crashed... Wait, can I go this way? Oh, I can get under the tracks. Oh, wait, this is where the guy killed himself.
Is there
Okay.
money to be made?
This seems like a very safe place to be. Oh,
What do we have here?
there's traps down here? Someone has put a landmine outside the skip, and inside it is a crumpled scrap of parchment. Give our gift to the one who sees nothing but hears everything. Then the truth will be revealed to you. Well, that's cryptic. Steve trying to respond to the messages. No, I forgot to do it, Plank. Sorry. I did ask you to link it for me. I did get the link. I just didn't set it up. I will make sure to do it before the next stream. I just keep forgetting. Oh, we can repair a control panel over here. Oh. Oh, that looks bad. Stop being so bloody difficult. What's that thing Death Call to say? Your time has come, or what have you. Are they going to throw him into that fan? No, please. What did I do? Oh, another Mrs. Sparnham. Oh, God. Talk about being everywhere at once. How about we take our stuff to the marketplace? We'll get to eat soup tonight. Oh, dear. All right, there's. I think this lift takes me back to the start, so I don't need it right now. There's some goods hanging around, just more junk. Who's this enforcer? What's going on here? The mold is dotted with glandular tendrils that ooze slime. Sick people are still alive, but can no longer walk. Are the mold's favorite choice of host to grow and then suck the life's juices from them. So this is a whole area is full of mold, and it's growing on the people. So this is definitely a bit of a plagued area.
Over there.
Oh, we've got some traps over here.
Pay attention.
Lots of traps. All for this one chest. I'm sure there's something very, very important in it if it's got this many traps in front of it.
I better myself through my service.
I can double click on a person to double click. What's Heinrich got here? Denial of nightmares. Oh, that's the thing. This is the plague pit mentioned earlier. Okay. 5 crimson intoxicants. The user loses all of their temporary runes because their melee damage for the same amount for 1 round. Martyr's Bone Charm. If worn by a Death Cult assassin, when the wearer gains a stack of Blood Blast, they also gain plus 10 toughness for 2 rounds. Crimson Oblivion. If worn by a Death Cultist, whenever the wearer kills an enemy, the enemy explodes in a fountain of blood. The cells nearby are covered in blood, as if affected by a blood file. Well, this all seems like stuff that Kibala will want to use. So we'll give them to her. Death Cultist. So there's Death Cultist literally here. Oh, here we go. Zadina the Outcast.
I always have a backup plan.
A figure in decaying tatters. You must have considerable amount of content in the vat room. Did I? A figure in decaying tatters is rocking to and fro, muttering indistinctly in several different voices, occasionally breaking into hoarse laughter. As you come closer, she freezes and turns slowly to look at you. Are you here to take Zadina to the other side? No. No, no, no. You're just wandering around in the dark, looking for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it? Who are you? Old Zadina. Zadina the Outcast, Zadina the Mad, Zadina the Disaster, Zadina the Curse, Zadina the Spurned. A ghost of the past, a shadow of the present. Only the Undying One knows. He alone. Why are you wearing chains and a mask? You haven't escaped from the Enforcers, have you? Ah, these gifts they are. The chains clink to announce Zadina's approach. For others to hear, they hide, fearful of becoming like Zadina, afraid of losing face. There is a blood symbol next to you. I have seen such marks before. Is this another part of the Song of Trailing Blood? Oh yes, the song. Listen. She wandered eternity in dark, yet was consoled, web foretold. Undying one's blood secrets glowed, a light to guide her faith fold. The threads must end, and so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death to ship bestowed. The final test. This time they want you to make a sacrifice. If one were to interpret this entire mystical search as a repetition of the saint's journey, then the logical conclusion is that you are supposed to sacrifice yourself, to merge with the blood that has already drenched the flagship from bow to stern. And you'll see if you learn to see. Look into the darkness, look. Peer into the darkness. I cannot fathom what I meant to see here. You peer into the darkness, and you are gradually able to make the outline of objects hidden in the shadow. Rotting corpses, rough walls, the twitching death throes of infected people left here to die. You see no light in this place, only more darkness and despair. You don't see, do you? You don't see. You will not see until you become like Zadina, the flesh and blood of this ship. How do I become my flagship's blood? Oh, Zadina will show you, and you'll see the true light. Come now. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
I'm just going to very quickly head back this way, because apparently I've missed some stuff here. There's nobody to talk to here that I can see. Doesn't look like there's anyone important. Oh, the foreman. Oh, this is the guy that walked away. I didn't see him before. The day the Lord Captain wandered into our slum will be remembered in legends. The locals and the enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say that I'm in charge here, in this hole of a place. You recognize the shaggy red beard and the keen black eyes. This is the man who was watching you during your encounter with the enforcer and the station worker. I saw you near the marketplace. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers take a beating. I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. I've stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again. Tell me what it's like for workers on the lower decks. They toil day in and day out for the glory of the ship. The rest of the time, they do their best to survive. Faced with hunger, the more deranged of the enforcers, void leprosy, fires, floods, noxious flumes. In a word, it's a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you also survive. If you're clever, well, the God Emperor wills it. What are you cooking in that vat? Believe it or not, the soup is made from mold slime and technical drain water, and technical drain water has been simmering here in this vat for at least 200 years non-stop. See the growth on the walls over there? We harvest it, dry it, and use it to season the soup. If we're lucky, the smell attracts a void rat, and someone gets to have meat in their bowl. It's for those that can't even earn a ration card. I feed them in exchange for services or favors. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. My people keep an eye out for workers trying to eat 2 bowls in one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for an entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course. Ingrates. I can ask for the soup. Do I want to eat the leaded, moldy soup? Yes, let's make bad decisions. Give me some of the soup. Let my servants see that any food is a great blessing. I don't think that's a good idea. Mold slime is something of an acquired taste. It takes 2, maybe 3 years to get used to it. Lord Captain, you must be joking, surely. Pour me a bowl. I know what I'm doing. Cheer up, folks. We'll be eating again soon, unless they close the vat again, of course. As you wish. The foreman hands you a bowl of hot, viscous sludge. The smell could be worse. Probably. While I will certainly be able to get rid of your body of the consequence of the decision, I cannot say the same for your mind. Substance analysis complete. The outlook is dim. It is recommended you dispatch authorized units to locate an appropriate successor. A bubble rises out of the soup and bursts with a malodorous stench, squelch. You can feel your noble insides protest against the crime you're intent on committing. It is not too late to come to your senses. Oh, there's no way I can back down now. I have a I have an over 50% chance of passing this carouse check. Many fine delicacies have a foul smell and an unsightly appearance. Onward to culinary discoveries. Oh no, I think I failed the test. Caro's test failed. Until now, you would have struggled to imagine the taste of rotten grox meat, seasoned with bad eggs, sour wine, dirt, and engine oil. Now you understand it perfectly. You regurgitate your stomach's contents back into the bowl, cursing your decision in agony. Fun fact, Guard Commanders get to skip the crash check because they ate far worse as a cadet. Forjin gained the isn't even edible effect. Duration, permanent. All characteristics are reduced by 10. Whenever the character suffers any damage, they must pass a toughness resistance test or fall prone for 1 round. Any healing received removes this effect. Wow, that is a horrendous debuff. An outcome most unanticipated, was it not? Abalard thumps your back caringly as you fight off another wave of nausea. What are you looking at? Look what you're looking at. Off you go before I close the vat for a week. The grins on the worn-out faces turn to sour grimaces as the crowd disperses and the queue reforms. Oh my god. Okay, the first thing I need to do is get a healing check. Is get this buff taken off me.
This wound will make a fine
Okay,
scar.
it's gone.
Oh, you a debt.
What can I do with these ration cards that I have? Toss a stack of ration cards. Let your bellies be full tonight. Praise be the captain. Lost a stack of ration cards. Okay. I still have a quest here to make an impact on this area, but I don't know what else to do. There was the knife fight that's up here. Maybe I can interact with that. Just wait for the team to run up here. Your ladyship, please, a ration card. I can't give you any. I've got rid of them all. No, I can't do anything to the sordid goons. I can't talk to anyone here. Yeah, I can't talk to the guys fighting. Laborer, lower decker. Lower decker. There's no one unique here. Alright, let's move on. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now here. I think I have to go back and give my report to the foreman before I leave. Oh, blindfolded old man.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile implant.
An old man in pitiful rags listens intently to the sound of your footsteps. A stinking piece of cloth is wrapped around his eyes. and with greenish pus oozing out from under it. The old man lays his trembling hands protectively on the heap of junk that serves as his bed as well as his table. An empty beggar's mug makes a clinking sound next to his withered leg. Oh, T-Rem.
The slime of the people. Truly a delicacy. At least the workers of the ship bowels received a show and a prize with their dinner. Praise the captain.
Thank you so much for the super chat, T-Rem. That's really, really kind of you. I really appreciate it. What do we think of the new super chat voice? I cannot find the Welsh voice in. I'm using AWS. No, I'm using Intune. I'm using free Microsoft voice stuff, but I can't find the Welsh voice. So we're currently using a lady voice. We can change it to something else if we don't like it. I do have lots of other voices available. So what do we think of the voice? And thank you very, very, very much for your support, T-Rem. Throw a strip of dried ration meat into his mug. Here, have something to eat. The old man ravenly sinks his remaining teeth into the meat's tough fibers, but soon gives up on chewing and swallows the piece whole. Super chat lady voice is nice. Okay. Could this be a true miracle of the Emperor? Or is it just another dream? What happened to your eyes? The void rats gnawed them out while I was asleep, and the sewer water my wounds were washed with was infected. The pain becomes a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away, and only got worse. How does a blind old man manage to survive in a place like this? People help me. Good people. Not so good ones too. What is that junk you're making such an effort to hide? I heard the sound of your footsteps. The creak of your well-made soles against the metal is pleasing to the ear. You walk with confidence. You have everything that you need. Don't take everything from this old man who has nothing. Lord Captain, the only thing he has to share with you is a long list of infectious diseases. May I offer you a breathing mask? Abalard produces an actual gold-encrusted mask from his pouch. The skin shrunken around the man's hunched skeleton is almost translucent. That heap of junk really is likely to be everything he owns with his life. Okay, I can't do the iconoclast thing. Perhaps a stack of ration cards will convince you to show me. The old man scoops at the greasy cards and grins happily, moves aside to count them, smacking his lips. Benefactor, nourisher, may the Lord Captain protect you. You look in the crate and see a familiar green, that of weapons-grade plasteel, polished and ready to kill. The old man was leaning against several brand new autoguns wrapped in a greasy rag. ENAU Duncan Neural. I don't know. I'll see it. Is a zero that I'm using. I think I do have access to Duncan Neural. Give me 1 second. ENAU Duncan Neural. I'm curious. Fred, this one here. Okay, how do I do that? How do I set that up again? It's 1 second. Got it. ENAU Duncan Neural. Just out of curiosity. This is ADA multilingual neural.
This is a test message.
That's Duncan. I'll go back to ADA for now.
This is a test message.
Yeah, we'll stick to that. We need a voice pack suitable for 40k. It feels like using Tau voice pack in the Emperor. Okay, so we're sitting on some guns. Whoa! What the hell? A cold voice filled with the promise of death mutters, "Pathetic fool. That's our secrecy gone right down the shitter. Folks, we're gonna have to make some noise." A common worker, her face so nondescript it almost looks scrubbed off, is aiming a weapon at you that she produced seemingly out of nowhere. Leave no witnesses. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of enemies. And we're even fighting the foreman. No, the foreman is an ally. Well, I wasn't expecting this to happen. Genta, we have work for you, yes. And guess who's going first? I think I'm going to get her to fire at all of these people over here. If I get her to stand here, I think she can get most of them in her firing solution.
Guided by faith.
I love that people in chat, like, Woodenplank's like, I've never seen this in Canada before. It's because of the speech. Okay, so we're going to proc a rapid fire. Now, people have been telling me that concentrated fire does not apply to rapid fire. So she needs a flamethrower or or an area effect weapon so that I can proc concentrated fire. So I'm not going to use this right now. I'm then going to activate a burst fire and fire at all of these people here. 1.
Strike is a prayer.
She got a few there. Shotgun supply. Cool. I do actually have a shotgun in the party right now. I think what is her secondary weapon at the moment? It's an auto pistol. So we'll give her a shotgun. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to Revel and Slaughter. Actually, no. I'm going to Run and Gun. And then I'm going to Revel and Slaughter. I can't Revel and Slaughter because it is an AP. Damn. Okay, we'll just Furious Recital. And I'll just shoot one more guy. I should have done that in the other order.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That's her turn over. What's this got? Minus 32. He's got 32 stacks of something. They've all got 32 stacks of something. Perfect coordination. Ouch, that looked nasty. Oh, Revel and Slaughter. Yes, she does in fact have ability called. Are there any Kuta there? Yes, there are lots of Kuta. So what's this perfect coordination they have? This creature gains a bonus to weapon skill and ballistic skill equal to the sum of all living allies' perception bonuses. And they've got coordinated trap. Whenever this creature is attacked by an enemy, it suffers attack perception more damage. The critical hit chance of the attack is increased by agi bonus. Something is wrong. There's something odd in the appearance and behavior of these people. Aberrations touch. Whenever this creature scores a critical hit, it reduces the target's arm. These are heretics. Like, they're not just randos. These are full-on chaos worshipping heretics. I'm going to land. Oh my god. I'm going to put Kibla right here. So we're going to run to here with Kibs. Can I move Kibs? Is it her turn? Yeah. Move Kibla to here.
A dance of blades and shadows.
And then we're going to do a cleave on all of them. Oh, of course. She has the make people explode in blood gloves. So that was a blood explosion that just occurred. Then we're going to dance to here. And they're going to explode in more blood. I really want her to land here. She does have a movement though, so we're going to move to here. And then she's going to jump to here. One of them parried. So I'm going to kill him. I would really love to land over here, but I think I'm just going to kill him with a blade dance. Her blood explode. And that's going to have to be the end of her turn because she can't jump into anyone else. Did Mishap say the same thing 3 times? I didn't see that on my end, Wooden Plank. I just see heretics or mutants or gene stealers and then fair and balanced. At least it'll be easy to repaint the whole ship red. Oh dear, Argenta is surrounded. Oh dear, Argenta's gonna go down. She's being stabbed to death. It's a A2 brute situation. Mate, you do not want to mess. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's get Heinrich an extra turn so we can set himself on fire. So I'm gonna hit him with You Serve Me. Then I'm gonna give him a Voice of Command.
I'll see to it personally.
Then I'm going to give him a Air of Authority.
Who, if not me?
Sad you both missed the joke. Oh, haha, I got it now. Then I'm gonna give him a Bring It Down, which gives him 2 AP. So he's going to ignite himself. And then he's going to orchestrate the flames. And end the turn. And then I'm going to give him a free turn.
Here's my perfect moment.
And I'm going to charge these guys here. Oh, I forgot to... Damn, I did that wrong. That doesn't really matter. We'll do a sweep on these 2.
I won't object. Your reckoning is due.
Unfortunately, I messed my turn up really badly with how I acted it out. But I'll spend... I will Biomancy him, actually, to give him a buff. I will Word of the Emperor, the team.
Naturally.
And then I'm just going to shoot this guy. What's the... Oh, no, we'll endure to deal with the fire damage that he's going to take. Yes, so he is... you obviously missed the end of the last 3 mishaps. He is a Biomancer and now a Pyromancer. So when he sets himself on fire... deals 8 damage to target at the end of turn with 5% armor penetration. The target creature was passive agility tech with a -5 penalty to stop burning. But he also has Orchestrate Flames. The target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests to stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attack that ally makes inflicts full burning damage on targets of their attacks, while they themselves now only suffer half burning damage from now on. Then he also has Iron Arm, which gives him plus 14 strength and toughness. And he also has Word of the Emperor, which gives plus 1 resolve. But if you look here, his weapon skill is 71, his strength is 75, his toughness is 70. He is an absolute monster in melee combat. Oh, it is still my turn. I'm going to shoot my Assassin's Ring. Oh, it's going to do a lot of damage. Let's switch to my Sniper Rifle. And let's snip a dude. Can't kill him. Let's see if we can can't kill him. Oh, there's actually only like a couple of enemies left. We'll see if we can take out this guy all the way back here.
It's as good as done.
We missed him, unfortunately. And that will be the end of my turn. Heinrich now gets his actual turn, because everything up until now was all 3
I'll
turns.
put my psychic abilities to use.
Yes, Kibble did. Reminds me of the Fantastic Four parody from Venture Bros. This guy can set himself on fire. Let's just say he wasn't quite as stoic as Heinrich.
I'm done with this one.
Oh, so he has a Force Sword. So because he's a Sanctioned Psyker, he's using a Force Sword, and that Force Sword does extra damage for every level of Sanctioned Psyker that he is. So we picked this guy up last stream. Then we will charge to this guy.
For the throne's glory.
I think that's everything Heinrich can do this turn. So we'll end his turn there. Now it's Pascal's turn. I'm going to do a perfect spot. I'm going to buff everybody's weapons. That should be pretty good. And then we're going to hit this guy, or can I hit? Oh damn, I can't hit any of these guys with plasma. It's going to have to be this guy, and I don't get as big a bonus against him. That's a shame. 20 damage. Oh well. Could have been better. Abalard will show us how it's done. I'm going to walk Abalard to here. And I'm going to power pick this guy.
I took care of this one.
And then we're going to charge as far as we can, which isn't quite close enough to get to this guy. I can get to here, so I do get that far, but I can't actually attack him. But what I can do is I can brace for impact. And with my last action point, I can stalwart defense this guy. So if he attacks me, I get a free attack against him with my shield. Like this. Get wrecked.
My ears are ringing.
Kibala, I don't think you can finish this guy off, unfortunately. I don't think you can get close enough.
Prince of Scarlet.
No, can't get quite far enough. So that's the end of your turn. My turn now. What I'm going to do is run to here. And I'm going to... By the way, for those who missed it last time, we did also bump up the difficulty of the game to a higher difficulty level. Because I thought it was a bit too easy.
I'll see to it personally.
Give him a free move to stand here. And then I will see if I can still... Actually, let's just do a daring breach to finish this.
House Valencius. I will do my duty.
There we go. So the only casualty there was Argenta, and she got stabbed to death. Are you alright, Lord Captain? Those cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. What in the throne's name was that? I'm not sure. Perhaps those freeloaders believed in the tales of the Nemesite. As it happens, I've complained to Captain Frenzo that some idiots who've been painting pictures on the walls, inciting people. And what did he say? I've got everything under control. Had I known it would come to this, I'd have nabbed those swords and threw them into the pestilence pit myself. And now I'll be pestered by enforcers to no end. Void, damn it. Who is this Nemesite? Just a story they tell around here. There's this chap they say wanders the lower decks helping the poor who can't earn a living for themselves, and standing up to the officers and enforcers in defense of the weak. Except he's just a story and nothing more. I will be speaking to Captain Frenzo about what had happened. Well, in your case, you'll certainly hear out and not, you know. I see the Bloodspun Web's temple. Do you know where it is? The cultists don't let people like me in their rights and mysteries. I'm grateful to them for the service of the Good Emperor, but to be honest, I can't get behind the love of death. I'm too much fond of living. That was something else. We need to... Argenta has a crippled leg, so let's fix that. Sue is now more nutritious, glory to the Lord Emperor, yes. Self-cleaning blood, nice. It did kind of fade away, didn't it? They all just had knives and auto pistols. Oh, there was a bunch of stuff there I didn't even pay attention to. Oh, that's stuff I'm carrying around, never mind. These guys, I think, just had auto guns. Yeah, they just had auto guns. And then, can we actually search this box? Inside the box is a Excuse me? There is a stolen autocannon in this box. An autocannon is not generally carried by a person. It is mounted on a tripod or a vehicle. It's pretty much like it's pretty much an autocannon. Well, I call it an autocannon. Is the box a TARDIS by any chance? We're definitely grabbing this thing. There's also, what, 3 autoguns. Okay, collect all.
I always get
These crates are typically used to
down.
transport weapons. Okay. Recoil 50. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look that good as a weapon. Can she use it? She cannot use it. Cannot be equipped by this character. Why can't she use it? What does it need? Strength 55. Her strength is... Oh god, her strength is really low. Get it just yesterday. That needs to replace the bolter. So, just to compare it, the damage is much lower. It's got better armor penetration. It has insane rate of fire. It has less range. It holds 100 rounds in a clip. And it over penetrates. And burst fire uses up 3 AP on it, rather than 2. But we'll hold on to it. We'll get her strength up. She needs so many shots. She needs it. She'll fire 16 shots because she gets double the rate of fire on her weapons. Do you have anyone with strength 55? I think Abalard has strength. No, Abalard has strength 40, 35, 30, 40, 25, 30. Nobody has that high strength.
Not dawdle.
But consider 16 shots. That's exactly. Alright, let's see what this lady has to tell us. Give it to her and behold, her skin turns green. Daka daka daka. Our judge has a trait to remove the extra AP on heavy weapons. Ooh. Alright, let's talk to Xena the Outcast. Oh. Is she gonna... Okay. Are we just jumping in? The rotating blades promise nothing but a senseless and brutal death. Slipping past them would require some unreasonably precise calculations, or blind luck. While listening to the air currents for a moment, you think you can hear Xena's whispered prayer rising from the depths of the shaft. I can pray to the Emperor, I can just jump in, or I can shout. I've had enough of this madness, Irinos. I'm not going to risk my life. No, we're making stupid decisions. We're jumping. Game over. For throne's sake, come to your senses. Heinrich's like, what are you doing? Okay, we're in the Temple of the Bloodspun Web. It was the right decision. Save file deleted. Okay. Oh, I'm on my own. Ooh.
Is there money to be made?
I'm not particularly good at fighting on my own. I need people to command. The Death Cultist bows his head. Oh, we're like above some sort of cathedral. This is interesting. Oh wait, there's athletics checks I can take to jump to places? Was there an athletics check back here to jump to here? No, there wasn't. Okay. You're kind of useless by yourself. I'm very useless by myself. Look, there's a 35%... It's him. The Emperor. The Undying Emperor holds his hands out to all his children, offering the highest reward, a worthy death. I could do this 35% athletics check. I'm not going to take the risk on that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I think it's just a shortcut anyway. Yeah, it was just, in fact, a shortcut. Oh. There are large holes in the government ceiling. The spinners dismantle the bulkheads to expand their temple even higher. Tangas of improvised bridges constructed from beams and floor inches even higher, not like a web. The temple is growing as if it were an organism. You don't want the 65% of... No, I do not want the 65% of falling down and making a squelchy noise. Okay, I am now on a floor below.
I always have a backup plan.
Do you have a backup plan for being here, Lord Captain? Oh, there's some goods back here. Who knows what they're doing? The temple must grow, apparently. There's death cultists everywhere. I'm glad that I'm on their side. Alright, looks like they're training over here. Yep. There's sarcophagi here. The cold sarcophagi serve as the death cultists' beds. That's metal. The bones of their deceased comrades are their bedding. Jeez, that's grim. This is a pool of blood. A river of blood that is just running through the place. Oh, Kibble has found her way here. More blood. Just blood everywhere. Oh, here's the rest of the team. I'll do this Medicaid check after I've got my team back. The Vizier of the Bloodspun Web. A frail old man, grey beard tinged with blood, folds his wrinkled hands in a ritual gesture. His body is covered in scars, some old, some fresh. His eyes are sewn tightly shut. His mouth is cleft at both corners, making his jaw seem eerily snake-like. And the Lady of the Ark walked the paths of unlife, in the footsteps of the web's first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before her, for the Domin is the giver of life. It is the factory that must grow, yes. The old man goes still. Yes, yes, truth like a steam pours from your lips. We welcome her, as the tenants demanded. A thin blade appears in the old man's trembling hands. Although his arms are stiff and they can barely bend, in the next instant the dynasty symbol is etched on his forehead, dripping in blood. With a brief motion, he flicks the blood off his blade, and several drops land on your face. The blood-bond web welcomes its new lady. I am the Vizier. For many years we have waited, and now you are here. So you just walked my companions in here the normal way while I was forced to take that jump. If you just for a second for the blood fountain, they must recycle the blood. It's like a chocolate fountain. You know how like it's heated up and it's put back to the top? That's what they're doing with the blood. They're stopping it from clotting and bringing it around. The spinners guided them along a different trail. You had to take the step, for only you were meant to become the flagship's blood domain. There was no reason to test the faith of those who follow you, for this burden was for their lady to bear. Why is it that you invited me here? Death whispered your name and commanded us to honor you with a sacred ritual. But only inside the temple can the spinners perform it. Yes, we are glad she's reached this place. We are glad to serve. What do you mean you have waited many years? It was not so long ago that I made my acquaintance with the cult. As I delve into my divinations from the flesh and blood of the departed ones, I turn to a relic most ancient and priceless. It is his tarot, inherited by the cult from the matriarch spider who first spun the first thread. One of the readings I did back when it was still had the strength to lead the temple and usher souls on their final journey. This was when, in the intricate tangles of destiny, I glimpsed our meeting. But when we should meet at last was not revealed to me. So we waited, year after year, and now the hour has come. I have walked the path of the matriarch spider. What now? The Song of Trailing Blood tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it and setting out on the path, you pass the first one, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on a search for the unknown, a search for death. The trial of compassion was the second one. You pass it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul. A man was suffering from burns, for the choice between life and death is to be made only by those who take responsibility for the pain of another. The third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge for an apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that this errant soul had upset. And the fourth was the trial of duty, for duty always leads to death. We are prepared to render our duty to the undying one, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You too have proven yourself prepared, and the four trials have brought you here. The path I have walked has helped me understand myself better. For the tendency just that the lessons learned is in itself the supreme reward for one who is open to self-discovery. Who is it? Peace, my brother. The time has almost come. Who is it you talk to all the time? I see echoes of those who come before us and those who are here with us but have since crossed over to the other side. My brothers and sisters raised by the cult. I hear them from beyond their deaths. They share their wisdom. I heed them. The other spinners they hear not, for the burden is mine to bear. So this entire conversation is in the test, I imagine. The tenants command us to be prepared for all trials. Oh. What's happening? Are you prepared, Domin? His mouth closes, but you can still hear his whisper. A prickling sensation in your face is making you increasingly anxious. You raise a hand to your cheek, only to realize you can't feel it. You look at your palm, and see a few smudged drops of blood from the Visier's blade. A serene calm envelops your body. Your fatigue subsides, and you seem to float in the air, seeing things you had not noticed before. The shadows in the corners take on shape and color. Subdued lumen light playing on the cultist bone masks. Are they really masks? They're tall, lean, empty-eyed wearers might as well be dead people. A chill runs down your spine. One moment the walls of the death sanctum grow infinitely wide, the next they are so narrow as to make it hard to breathe. The floor dances upon your feet, and the dying Emperor's statue seems to shake its head threateningly as it looks down upon you. What is the meaning of this? Your heart is beating slowly, your breathing has become deeper, and your thoughts are muddled. You must be under the influence of a potent stimulant. And what happens now? That is for you to tell me. You look at the Vizier and his trembling frame seems small and insignificant. A single step is all it will take for you to crush him. But the visions are starting to wear off, and now the old man towers over you. The keen gaze of his sealed eye is studying your every movement, waiting for a response. So I can force the antidote, you can initiate me as a servant of death, or I can be a dick. You're going to get to vote on this. So, 1, forgive me the antidote. 2, initiate me as a servant of death. Or 3, call him a dick. I am going to get you guys to vote on this. Let's see what you pick. So 1 for give me the antidote. 2 for initiate me as a servant of death. And 3, your insolence has crossed all reasonable lines. You will be punished. Let's see what you guys pick. Oh, we've got a tie for 1 and 2 right now. Wow, we've got people voting all across the spectrum. I love it. 3 votes for vote 2. No, okay, this is going to be tight. This is going to be... Ooh, vote 2's picking up, actually. Gives me a chance to get some water as well. Okay, it's looking like vote 2 is in the lead. Thank you, everybody who has voted so far. I really appreciate it. 2 votes ahead for vote 2. Your vote isn't being counted. Peter Steer HD, exclamation mark V3. Yeah, it should have been picked up. Let me just check. Yeah, no, it did pick it up. It did pick up Peter HD. It did it when you did exclamation mark vote 3. It has counted your vote. Don't worry. Your vote was counted. Hey, Namfrey. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh, it's looking close. Like there's almost a tie for vote 1 and vote 2. It's very close. Matt Stabbing Firehouse coming in with a vote for vote 3. But the vote has now closed with a draw between vote 2 and vote 3. Tully? Don't nibble that, please. Oh, you're eating that food. Okay. As long as you're not licking your cut. In that case, I'm going to flip a coin. Heads, we're going to go to vote 2. Tails, we go to vote 3. It is heads. So we're going to initiate ourselves as a servant of death. But it was very close. A servant of death hissed the echoing whispers of the temple. You have become the blood of this flagship. Now you'll become one of his faithful servants. We may not name you a spinner, for a spinner's thread demands the forsaking of one's previous life, but the blood-spun web will still accept you. The tenants allow it, but only for a Doman who has followed the trailing blood until the end. End dialogue. Oh, I didn't end the dialogue. Oh, something. Okay, there's a cutscene. Oh, am I going to have a blood shower? I'm going to have a blood shower, aren't I? They're going to make me stand in the blood. Can you imagine getting that out of your hair? It's going to get stuck in, it's going to clot in your... Praise the Emperor, I guess. It's going to take so long to get that blood out of all of my clothes. Upon the... Oh, hello. Upon the ritual platform, at the undying Emperor's feet, under the keen gaze of his dark, empty eye sockets, you feel completely insignificant. Surprisingly, the thick blood pouring from his hands onto your brow, chest, and shoulders is still warm. Teams like I got back at the right time. I have waist-length hair. Why'd you put that image in my head? You return it to a servant. Oh, he's holding a handful of corpses. Suddenly, a waterfall of blood. Bowed before his image, the vizier assumes the ceremonial posture with incredible ease, his withered body moving swiftly and soundlessly. You are slowly plunged in the darkness to the sound of ritual chants and swooshing blades. Death has spoken your name, Doman. Death accepts you. So my options are to taste the blood, offer a prayer to the Emperor, look onto the face of the Emperor, or wipe the blood off my face with disgust. I'm going to look up at the face of the Emperor. Blood falls into your eyes. You hiss in pain, but raise your head. Through a red mist, you glimpse a harsh truth in the Emperor's face. Death sees you. Death is watching you. Could the lingering intoxication still be playing tricks on your mind? Death has accepted you, Domin. Now and for all of time, you are the Blood Warden and the Undying One's most venerable servant. Blood Warden. Very flattering. I will add it to my other titles. Now you are part of the Bloodspun web. Remember henceforth to beware of vanity, for it leaves gaping rent in the armor of our souls. It felt as if the God Emperor was watching me. To many, he comes during the time of service, in images of blood and whispers from the shadows. Yeah, this is very Gideon the Ninth. Oh, it is a chocolate fountain of blood. That's exactly what I said, Peter Saber. But remember that those are mere visions, for true death will not come for you until your time, and it will take your soul gently in its bony hands. So the ritual is complete? The ritual is complete, but you are not. The visitor gestures for one of the cultists who's holding a strange garment to come closer. For years we have maintained fealty to the Domini. We have collected sacred symbols and relics. You are the first in 3 generations of lord and ladies to grace this sanctum, and the first of them to be initiated so. We are grateful. We are lifted in spirit. Hear our exaltation, accept this gift of investment, sewn from the bones of his faithful with the threads of death. The spinner's ritual vestments. Light armor, 30% armor, no dodge penalty, 25% dodge chance, reduced damage by 15%, plus 10% dodge if the wearer is not in cover, plus 3 wounds. That's pretty nice. The cultist whispers prayers to the Undying One as they help you change your clothes and regain your faculties. Oh, I'm just forced to wear this thing, am I? I have leveled up. And I guess that's the end of that side quest. Is this an upgrade for her or for me? So she's got the Light Spinner's breastplate. Base armor property plus 6% dodge power against melee attacks plus 5 agility. I think the Light Spinner breastplate is better for her. If I was to wear this, it's got better armor, the same dodge chance. This is just a big bonus for me. I lose 5 agility, but I think it's still a better upgrade for me. Makes me look incredibly metal, which we will all like. It'll definitely make more sense the second time, I promise. Okay. Let's get out of this place. I'm done here. How do we leave? Well, there's some loot. Oh, look at this loot hidden over in the corner here. Nothing that exciting. Right, where's the way out? There is a way out, right? Surely it's down here. Yes, there is a way out down here. To another compartment. Let me show you the way, Domin. The way to what? Take me to the enforcer in charge of the freight line hub. I have business with them. This should be an interesting encounter. Well, let's do the level ups actually really quickly. So we just hit level 14. So if we start with me. And we're looking to increase the strength on Argenta. So level 14, I want to grab an agility bonus. And I want to grab you, kill it. Which I already have. So what else do I want to grab? We've got you go on. Noble serving gets plus 2 movement points every turn. You protect me. No, you are next. If the servant has less than 30% maximum wounds, the noble can use you serve me. Once more in battle, designate a new servant and remove the effect of the previous one. That just lets him move it over. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% will no. Doing my part. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype, I don't think that works for us. No, obviously. Imperial characters get plus 10 critical hit chance. A plus 10 that doesn't really help us. Stronger together. All allies, excluding Xenos in the current area, plus 5 for the same characteristic as chosen for humanity's finest. I could grab Drakid. No, I don't really need Drakid weapon proficiency. Combat Master doesn't help me. Defensive maneuvers, I don't think. Dual weapon combat. Dueling mastery. 50% bonus to parry. Durable knotting. Echo Pulse. No. Grenadier. The first grenadier in combat does not spend AP and does not count towards the attack limit that turn. That's interesting. Instant Retribution. Whenever the wielder... No, that's not good for us. It will not die. Increase wound by half the character's level. Las Weapon Expert. Enemies suffer minus 20% against Las Weapon attacks. I want to grab this for now because we are using a long Las. We can swap it out later and respec. Okay, Abalard. Very quickly. Level 14, I'm going to grab a perception bonus for him. And then we're going to grab dual weapon combat. No, we're not. That's no use for us at all. That's not how I'm fighting with him. We're going to probably get that shield ability that we were just looking at. Is it defensive maneuver? Whenever the people successfully use his shield bash, they gain 2 movement points. If they move, they will not provoke attacks of opportunity. Yes, that seems pretty useful. All right, next up, we're looking at Argenta. I want to try and get her strength up if we can. So I might just take... Oh, actually, before we do that, we want to take heavy weapon proficiency. Where's that? I just saw it. Heavy weapon proficiency. Reduces the required strength value for heavy weapons by 25. Exactly what we want. And then I'll grab Lore Imperium on her. Next, we want to look at Kibala. That was a little bit out of order. I'm actually going to do Pascal next. Here. So Pascal's going to grab an intelligence upgrade and the plasma bank ability, if I can find it. We need to give him something better than a plasma pistol as soon as possible. Plasma bank. Reloading a plasma rifle costs -3 AP, and reloading a plasma pistol is 1 AP less. Nice. And then we're going to look at Heinrich. Every time I see Heinrich, by the way, I want to say Heinrich von Liechtenstein. Because I love A Knight's Tale. It's like one of the best movies ever made. And I just think of Heinrich von Liechtenstein every time I see the name Heinrich. So level 14, we're going to grab toughness on Heinrich, so he's a little bit tougher in combat. And we're going to grab him another level of Psyker. So we're going to go for Psyker Majoris, which gets him another level of Psi rating. Which will increase the power of his force weapon, among other things. Okay, next we want, last one, we want Kibala at level 14. She is going to get a bonus to her perception. And then we're going to grab Guillotine for her. If I can find it. Guillotine. Death from above deals double damage to enemies at 50% less wounds. Cool, that's already leveled up. Now let's get out of here. You think you can make out the letters woven into a symbol and know the meaning of each individual. Okay, we've done this before. Talk to Fadric. Captain Friends has acquired a few wounds since your last conversation. Half of his ear is gone, and he is wearing a bloody bandage on his uniform. Seeing you, he quickly injects himself with a stimulant. She's ready for the autocan. Yeah, we'll check that in a second. Yeah, so I'm just catching up with the chat. Feels like more spending time. All these explains Xenos some interesting implications. I suppose they kind of blatantly put an Eldar in the slash art, but still. Captain Friends has acquired a few wounds. How may I serve you, Captain? Were you in a shootout? Yes, there's been a raid on a local gang. We finally cleared out the scoundrels and smuggling goods to neighboring compartments. No one escaped. I finished inspecting the bay. Will there be any orders based on the inspection's conclusions? There's a tick next to Iconoclast here. All of the following are required. Cargo fuel, cargo uniform kit. The workers are provided with everything to service the straight line properly. Food and medicine will be delivered to the bay, and you are to denote any enforcers found to be abusing their authority. Only harsh measures are being ordered in the bay. Establish an execution quota. Strip all corrupt enforcers of their rank and burn away all crime. Any items will be given a job, and if they cannot do anything useful, servitize them. Organize mandatory sermons and spread the word of faith. Or heretical, smile insinuatingly. The source of all this compartment woes are hunger and poverty, which are driving those people to commit petty crimes. I'm sure you've done something by now, but there are certain rules you have to follow that are simply too limiting. Isn't that right? I'm just going to pick the Iconoclast. I'm not going to vote for this one. I'm just going to pick the Iconoclast option. That we've just got Daring Void has gained the ability Educated Labor. The flagship's hull integrity is increased by 10. The plating of all sectors of the flagship is increased by 1. The freight line workers study to the best of their ability, applying newly attained knowledge to the betterment of the ship. Thanks to their efforts, logistical operations with the engineering base have become more efficient, which has opened new opportunities for fortifying the ship's hull. Nice. I was attacked. Who dared? I'm only asked this once. How did wretches from the lower decks get their hands on a crate of autoguns? Autoguns? Warp take me. They couldn't have bypassed the security of the missions train and walked with cargo without help from someone in the enforcers. I executed one reprobate who was trafficking in weapons not too long ago, but even that moron wasn't so greedy and stupid as to arm the rabble with autoguns. So there is another who dishonors the enforcer's uniform. I will find the maggot and shove their head under a passing train. The foreman believes that the people who stole the autoguns are connected to Nemesite. The foreman. You wouldn't believe the kind of thugs he welcomes at his vat. I agree that sympathizers of Nemesite's anarchic cause may be involved in this outrage, but I don't trust that foreman character. He knows everyone in the bay. He sees everything, but he never informs on his own. He only complains about problems that I am already aware of. It seems to me that there is mutiny brewing in your compartment. The threat of mutiny is always there, Lord Captain. We've encouraged several cells over the last month, though admittedly none of the traders were armed with autoguns. We redoubled our efforts. The bastards will pay dearly for stealing our munitions. If you had picked the heretical day, you'd have got a permanent bonus of Nurgle's Blessing, which basically renders fire non-issue. Jeez, that's horrendously bad. Getting a Nurgle's Blessing on our ship, it would not be good. I came to drawing a red mask. I figured, look, let's talk about Nemesite, okay. I find these sentiments disconcerting. Stay vigilant, always. Right, we're going to head out. 3 days have passed. Lord Captain, here to report your order's been carried out. The compartment is already operating according to new procedure. I guess they kind of want me to wander around and inspect that, but I want to get out of here. I was really hoping to do Rykard Minoris in this stream as well, so I'm going to see how long that's going to take.
Keep your wits about you.
How do I leave the compartment? Where are we? We are here. I don't know why it's put us here. I want to go to here. Let's go, team. Let's get out of here. We missed one scrappy autogun. What's wrong with Papa Nurgle? Get to the heresy. Get heresied. Commissar! Execute this man for the crime of heresy and chaos worship. The lamb, exactly. Okay. Let's head back to Rykard Majoris, and we'll do the triumph for saving the world and clearing out the Electro-Cybernobinubium, whatever it was called. By the way, side thing, I really like this graphic of the sun. It's really good. Alright, we'll head to the bunker. We'll bring the A-team. Oh, autocannon on Argenta. Before I do anything else. I keep doing that. I always right-click on their thing. Apparently Frigg is too naughty, is it? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Now she's packing. That is amazing. Let's give her a shotgun as well. I do have a shotgun in here somewhere. Where's the shotgun? Here it is there. Just so that she has an area weapon if anyone gets close. Yeah, well, you just said it right now and it was fine. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. I love this. That's so cool. All right, let's get this parade up and running. Everyone here is to celebrate how amazing we are for saving the planet. It does indeed. I am ready for my triumph. Then we will see you at the starport, ladyship. The Master of Ceremonies will organize a procession in a way that should allow me to share the ceremony's finale with you. And after that, Emperor willing, the Proctor will clear me of all charges, and the woes of Rykard Minoris will be over at last. I want to see how the autograph performs from another speech. Abalard, incite the rebels. What is happening? Oh, I just need to leave? Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Sister of Bert, indeed. What was it, 16 shots around with the autocannon? I think this will jump us straight into the cutscene. I think. The fact that it's taking a while to load makes me think it is jumping us into the cutscene. Yes, it is. Oh look, a bureaucrat. Master of Ceremonies, you say. Waste of time, I say. Your ladyship, peerless lady of House Valencius, I am the Master of Ceremonies of Rykard Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming event. Now, I just wish to start it. Of course. Surely nothing bad will happen. No, this is a triumph. This is a parade to show how great we are. Why would anything bad happen? Look, we get to ride a Lehman Russ. The greatest tank the Imperium has ever used. How could anything bad happen? And there's another Lehman Russ behind it. And these are the variant with multi-melters rather than heavy bolters. How could anything bad happen to us? We're riding one of the greatest weapons known to man. Look at that battle cannon. Look at the servo skulls. Hey Shin, you can just catch at the end of it. Glory to the Redeemer. Glory to House Valencius. Praise the Emperor. I feel like there should be some better music right now, you know? Still the Regal Dorn and the Malka Dorn and everything Space Marine's ever used. Where's my Shadow Sword? Yes, I should have a Bane. No, I should have a Bane Blade. Make way, make way. Let us greet the heroine. A small group of festively dressed people. You chose for a group of... Oh, I may have missed some options in setting this up. You planted adulators, not adulterers, adulators, to approach you during the triumph. Glory to the Von Valencius destiny. Glory to Phorosian, a heroine of Rykar Minoris. A stately, beautiful, and finely dressed woman calls out your name in a sonorous voice. It isn't until you take a close look at her face you recognize her as Captain Raquel, the pilot you met on Rykar the Aphilia. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to the Redeemer. For whatever reason, you're for certain that right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye sockets is fixed on the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind. Not a voice inside your head, a mere thought. They are all going to die. Befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth, and it is all because of you, enemy mine. I've got the option to... so Aurora's, I think, strapped to the front of the tank, or on the tank. I've got greet the people, address the soldiers, or turn around and look at her corpse. I'm going to turn around and look at her corpse. Nothing. Nothing is strange. Oh, there's her corpse there. The crowd slushly clamour, the prophet's motionless corpse. Only the air is oddly still, as if before a thunderstorm. Yeah, we killed her. We killed her in the last stream. A grimace contorts Heinrich's face. The interrogator lifts a hand to his temple, as though struck by a sudden migraine. What? Something is coming, Domin. An unholy death contrary to his will. Behold, behold, behold the final dawn. Who could have seen this happening? Oh no! Heretics. Baneblade, Lehman Russ, do something! Oh no, they've got anti-tank weapons. If only that angled armor had deflected the shot. Wait, why am I suddenly on the Void Ship Bridge? Well, having the villain's name Aura has been interesting for me in the past few streams. Well, she's gone for a while. That's just a standard. That is just a standard parade. Oh, something is happening out in the void. Drakari ships. At least everyone's done something. Did it? I thought it just exploded. Those were Elder ships. Wait, they're doing something to the sun. This turret found some heretics. I'm glad that she's pointing at the sun, otherwise we'd have missed what was happening. Oh. The Xenos just stole the sun. That's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, did you see for a second that I was on the bridge? I guess I need to be there for the scene to happen. That's going to put me back on the upper way. But yeah, it appears the aliens have just stolen the sun. Those scamps. What have they done with it? Some great window films, aren't they just?
I'll make an example out of
And we're straight into combat. And there's this weird chaos swirly stuff. Alright, prepare for battle, get your characters in position. So we are surrounded by a ring of heretics. Let's have Argenta maybe start by dealing with the guys behind us. I forgot she's got the autocannon. Probably, where's the biggest group of enemies for her to deal with? Might be at the back here. Maybe get her here, she can run to here and just shoot this way. So we'll do that with her. Then for me, I'm going to tuck in here. We'll get Abalard to start dealing with these guys here. We'll get Kibble to deal with these guys over here. Pascal just needs to plasma snipe people. Heinrichs can come around this way. And maybe actually needs to help Argenta deal with this guy here to start with. Okay, Argenta to here. It doesn't look like she can even move with this thing. We're going to pop rapid fire.
I'll do it.
And then we're going to go for a burst fire along this axis. Are you ready for this? 16 shots. Here we go.
The Emperor commands.
She cut that guy in half. Okay.
Faith without deeds.
That was
is
something.
worthless.
That was something. Great shooting, Enforcer. I think he wanted to... Oh, don't shoot Pascal. Okay, Heinrichs, you need to set yourself up. So set yourself on fire. Now, control that fire. Oh, we are very close to failed degradation. Luckily, he's immune to Chaos of the Warp checks. I'm going to Biomancy him.
Let's see to it.
And then I'm going to Endure because he's taking quite a lot of damage. Okay, he's all set up.
Out of my way.
Why would you attack Kibble? Rip off your... yeah. Okay, what is he standing in? Dark Blessing. Grants +5 temporary wounds and +2 to all types of damage dealt for each stack of Dark Blessing. Slough of Despair. I think he's standing in the Slough of Despair, which is -20% to dodge. Any clusters of enemies? There's... I would love a cluster of enemy to drop a Plasma Barrage on. But first of all, I need to buff everybody. Then we're going to activate Perfect Spot. And then I'm going to fire a plasma shot. What? Oh no, 4. We'll fire at this guy back here. I will miss. Okay. It's alright. Pascal will get better. This is a big fight. There's a lot of enemies here. Alright, Kibbs. Stab this guy. Blood. Oh yes, the blood explosions. I'd forgotten about the blood explosions. Okay, this guy is still alive. I'm gonna jump to here.
I shall not.
Nice. And then I can jump to here. I can't jump to there, damn it. Alright, we'll just end her turn there. We'll use a Blood Oath. No, I'll use a Rain and Blood.
Honor ordains.
And then we'll end her turn. I should have done that earlier. Does this not give them -20 dodge? Why are they running into this? Okay, I'm up next. I'm gonna make make Heinrich my child. Buff him to all hell. I'm gonna give him a free move to here.
Who if not me?
I need a foothold.
Okay, and then we're gonna give him end his turn, and we're gonna give him a free action. And I'm going to use this action to buff everybody with Resolve. And then I'm going to stab this guy with my sword.
Let's see to it.
For 43 plus 10 damage. Then we've got ourselves a Daring Breach. So we're going to use that on Heinrich.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant.
And I'm going to charge this guy here.
Be gone.
And then we're going to move to here.
The Emperor is on our side.
I will stab this guy.
I'm done with this one.
And then we'll move to this guy. And Heinrich's just going to take everyone to pieces.
But of course.
And bear in mind, this is still my turn. Kibbs can work as a firefighter with his gloves. Still got more attacks.
Naturally.
And that's it for his turn. I think that was enough. Back to me. I will shoot a person with my gun. Maybe we'll shoot this guy here, the leader. Nice. Don't stand and fire, Enforcer. This guy here is the leader of the cultists. I feel like he's quite important. So I'm going to charge him.
Indeed. Onto a target.
Star Wars and 40k. What do you mean by that, Tachyon? No attack limit always feels so satisfying. Doesn't it just? Unfortunately, there's nothing else Abalard can do from where he is. So we'll just brace and we will endure. He does also have get off me, but there's no one to get off him. But that's their commander dead. That's right, run through the blood. How dare you stab me?
Stay vigilant.
Poor Argentus only gets one turn of attacking, really.
I am your doom.
But I don't like flamethrowers. This enforcer is going to die. Good shooting though. And oh, who should? Okay, more of them have arrived, but that's fine because I've got Abalard there. What we're gonna do with Argenta this turn? If I could put her here, she'd be able to shoot through all of these guys. Otherwise, there aren't very many targets for her. I've got a feeling she's going to hit team members, but I think that's still probably the best move for her. Yeah, there's a good chance she's going to hit Kibala and me to only hit this guy. Let's just shoot him with a normal shot. And I'll activate Revel and Slaughter. Star Wars ships far outpace Star Trek. I feel 40k ships will outpace Star Wars ships. Yes. 40k ships are unfathomably huge is part of the problem. You can't... Like, if you think a Star Destroyer is huge, if you think that the Death Star is huge, you can't really comprehend just how big a
my psychic abilities to use.
a Warhammer 40,000 ship is.
I won't object to it. Gone.
Okay, and then we're going to charge this guy here. Unfortunately, I can't get all of them, but we can run to this guy. And he still gets movement because he's insane.
I need a foothold.
I don't have any more attacks, though, but at least I've got them stuck in combat with me. Good work, my friend.
Follow my lead.
What are you doing, Pilot Raquel? Why did you walk up to that guy and then step away from him? This guy's dead. Really? Yeah. I got that the other way around. So let's go. Is 2 kilometers and has 20,000 crew. That's an escort ship. That does really show you how crazy Warhammer can be. Okay, we're just gonna plasma cannon this guy. Get exploded. Air is filled with evil whispers. Oh, Pilot Raquel just died. That's really sad. I really wanted to keep her alive. I think Space Dock or another channel like that did the math. He found that one of the normal 140k tones can take on a few million people. Yeah, and that's for like moving the Imperial Guard and really.
Trust me.
Kibala just really likes to flex on people when she kills them. It's all about acrobatics. Oh, we can do a dance here.
Let your soul be purged. Death is a blessing.
How did she not kill this guy? Well, now she did. And then we'll just finish her turn and cover. Then maybe I should have healed her? Who should I... Oh, yeah, okay, I should have healed Raquel. I didn't get a chance. The warp is deaf to my prayers. Alright, let's give Abalard an extra turn. I'm not quite in range.
I'll make it happen. On it. I'll see to it, personally.
Oh, I can activate Daring Breach on him, which is awesome. Let's, what's the yeah, we'll do a, oh no, no point doing a swing. Actually, I can move to here. Can't move, okay. We'll just do a standard attack on this guy. Okay, that was all I needed to do. And then, I'm going to activate Daring Breach. I'm going to move to here.
My place is at the fore.
Stab this guy.
Will do. Reduced to dust.
And then we're going to charge this guy over here who's trying to summon a Chaos Spawn. And then I will move to here. No, to here. And kill this other guy who's trying to summon a Chaos Spawn.
Indeed.
Cool. Nice big 30 crit. Alright, and then for the end of my turn, I've got no AP left. Abalard is just clean. All my melee characters are just clean house. Oh, it is now Abalard's turn. But there's this guy here, so I'm just going to move to this square.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And I'm going to... I want to try this out. So the weapon has an extra attack extra, which increases armor penetration. Oh no, I don't really need that. We're gonna use a Furious Strike, and then we're gonna stab him.
Else can do this.
48 damage.
A tactically sound approach.
Abalard's kicking teeth. Oh, how did that not kill him? Oh, well, we can kill him now that we're in combat with him. Okay, we almost cleared this encounter. There's only like 2 or 3 enemies left. That was some good shooting. Argenta, do you have a shot on these two? You do. So let's pop
I'll do it.
rapid fire, and let's give them everything you've got.
As the Emperor commands.
39, oh my goodness. Look at the size of the shell casings that are coming out of that thing, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is a 40mm autocannon. Like, this is exactly the same as Terra Invicta in terms of its round size. Greatest weapon ever made by humanity. Okay, unfortunately I can't kill both of these, which is annoying because they're on either side of me. Let's kill the guy who's praying for a Chaos God to show up. And then, unfortunately, I can't do anything about this guy because I can't charge him.
But of course.
Oh, I can't. No, I can charge past him. So I guess I will just endure.
Naturally.
Yes, this is the ambush at the celebration to Vedek. I want to do the encounter after this before I end the stream, although it's getting very late for me. But that encounter is very cool. I want to finish the stream with it. Yes. It's Warhammer 40,000, we're firing 40mm. I've decided. You can't do anything. I'm on fire, which sucks. There's not much I can do. Look at... Oh, okay, he just blew himself up. Pretty sure the other kind is a fully sized space marine bolter, like 25mm. Okay, fair. But okay, bolters are 20mm, fair enough. Lord Captain, this is the Foxmaster. Please immediately send a... Victus, what is going on? Captain, interference, repeat. I shall fear no darkness, for light is within me, the light of my faith in thee. I shall flee before an enemy, for there is no enemy. I shall flee before no enemy, for there is no enemy more terrible than cowardice, and I shall overpower it. Argenta prays aloud, all while checking her equipment with deft fingers. Kibula gives you a faint smile. A great dance begins, but I am still with you, Domin. Fear not, for I will not let your soul fall into the clutches of the unclean. If it comes to it, I will be quicker than them. Let's talk, more action. What's Victus saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? We must move on to the starport at once. The shuttles aren't going to find us here, even if the comlink stabilizes, which it won't. We are en route to the starpoint. Copy that. The starport. Something we observe. Appearance from the star from Vacate. The comm falls silent. Many eyes fall on you. Does anyone have any idea what just happened? All we can do is make it the starpoint. We don't abandon people in distress. Everybody come with us. I'm under no obligation to save anyone. It is every man for himself. Do we take the iconoclastic option here, or do we just go? I don't really want to do this to a vote. I think I'm going to ask, does anyone have an idea what just happened? The final dawn. We stopped short of puzzling out the enemy's entire plan. Oh, Emperor, forgive our negligence. I swear we shall find a way to right it. Only an incomplete picture. Every warp-active person on the planet is sensing the presence of sorcery. It's rising, like a tsunami. I have hardly ever encountered anything like it in real space. And most remarkably, the sorcery is still growing. I cannot, however, say what set of this reaction or where the light has gone. A chill runs down your spine. You seem to feel Aurora's gaze upon you once again, only it is not coming from her corpse any longer, but from everywhere. I'm going to pick the iconoclast option. Everybody with us. Oh, Brukella's still alive. Jasper and I must get weapons. Any weapons. We'll catch up with you at our starport. We might even pick up some people from the garrison or civilians along the way. The sense of alarm is now also psychically drilling through your temples. The fleeting little whispers at the edge of your hearing are sinister and gleeful. All we can do is try to make it to the starport. Bad news, but not unexpected. That's it, let's move out. Okay, I'm going to make a call here, because the next fight, there's at least one really big fight coming up, and I want to do it like as a big showpiece. So I'm going to save that for the next stream. I've already gone over the amount of time I wanted to stream tonight by half an hour. I don't want to be going to bed at 2 a.m. tonight. It's already 1:30, and I still have a day's work tomorrow. So I'm going to end the stream here. I've had a lot of fun with this one. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and joining me for it. As always, I've really enjoyed having you here. Just a reminder that I am away this weekend. So I will not be able to stream on Sunday, and I won't be able to get any videos out this weekend, but I will try and get something out on Monday. And get back into the normal cadence of things. It's just because with my birthday and stuff, things are a little bit messed up. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Like I said, thanks for hanging out. Special thanks to TREM or Tweda for the super chat. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Everybody else, also really appreciate all of you. The dialogue is great. It's great for Toy Box. Okay, I will make sure to get that for the next fight. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and a great end to the rest of their week. And I will see you in the next stream or the next video. But for now, I'm going to bed. You all rock. See you later. And yes, you not only did you survive Phantom Brigade Daedra, you were absolutely critical to us getting through it because you're the best tank ever, and your character never got tired. It was fantastic. All right, everybody. See you later. Ciao.